Hey everyone. It seems we are 2 minutes away. Okay, I need to figure out everything again. I'm a little overwhelmed here. A little overwhelmed. It's been quite some time, but I think I can do this. Okay. Actually, I should have put on some kind of background music. Would have helped a lot. But actually, that should have been Nintendo's job. They should have done that. Yes, I will put that on them. Okay, so I'm going to refresh this if it doesn't go live in the next, minute? We're a minute from, I'm nervous. That's what we're a minute from. There you go. Okay, we got volume. Finally. Okay, guys, for my predictions down here, we have it's sort of like a wish list. First, I have a Ocarina of Time / Majora's Mask remake, which I think is currently rumored. That is like my end game right there. That is my big wish list item. Next, I have PictoChat. One of the biggest things that I remember from the DS was PictoChat. I loved it. I want something like that in handheld. We're running out of time. Then I want Mario Paint with the mouse Joy-Cons. That'd be awesome. I want to see something from Star Fox again. It's been a while. Silk Song, who knows? It's like Half-Life 3 at this point. And I finally want GameCube titles in the eShop, which I think we're going to get. Here we go. Oh, duh, we're going to get the Switch too. Oh, I should have mentioned that I expect them to do something crazy that we don't expect. So let's see. Okay, we got some shapes. Okay, Nintendo Direct logo. It's you and me, Thomas. It's you and me. Okay, I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. Smash Bros? What is it? Oh, Mario Kart 9. Here we go. We get weird Donkey Kong. Old school Donkey Kong.
Let's go!
Looks beautiful. Love it. Dude, I love Mario Kart, so it's already a win. They win. That's it. Cut it early. By the way, motorcycles are dangerous. Don't do motorcycles. Oh, see, there he is. Weird Donkey Kong. Might have to control the volume on my mic. I was going to say something very bad. The hog on Waluigi. Oh, sorry. I like this. I like this. Mario Kart World. That's what I want. Universal titles. No
Hello,
more
everyone.
numbers.
I'm Koichi Kawamoto, and I'll be one of your guides for today's Nintendo Direct. I'm the producer for Nintendo Switch 2.
I'm Takuhiro Dota, the director for Nintendo Switch 2.
And I'm Tetsuya Sasaki, the hardware design lead for Nintendo Switch 2.
Guys, I'm very nervous.
What you just saw
Gotta fix
was
the
Mario
browse.
Kart World, launching exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. Now, what do you think this brand new Mario Kart game will be like?
A brand new entry in the Mario Kart series is launching exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. Welcome to this vast world. Kart races are held throughout various regions that span the globe.
Is this like Forza, where it's like an open world map that you get into races?
Depending on the time of day and weather conditions, the atmosphere will change.
Is it?
And in this Mario Kart game, you can go off the racetrack and drive virtually everywhere.
That's what it is. It's
world.
like Forza. That's awesome. And it's like online too, I bet.
In the classic Grand Prix,
this is Forza.
race through 4 courses in a bid for first place. But don't sleep at the wheel. You'll also drive to the next course as part of the competition. With 24 drivers in each race, the most in series history, the competition is gearing up. Introducing Knockout Tour. Race non-stop from one corner of the world to another. There are multiple checkpoints along the way. If you're below the placement shown when you hit a checkpoint, you'll be eliminated. Can you make it all the way to the finish line?
Dude, I want like night street races.
You can also freely drive around this vast world in free roam.
Awesome. And then you're gonna have players that come in from the internet, right?
By going off-road, you can explore new areas and routes.
Oh,
So
dang.
drive wherever your heart takes you.
You have Wario, like a Aladdin
You can
Wario.
also go for scenic drives with friends. And even take photos together at different
Dude,
locations.
Awesome. Awesome. Love it.
A brand new race across the entire world starts here. Mario
Awesome.
Kart.
Oh, love that
World.
poster, dude. Look at that.
The game launches on the same
That
day
artwork.
as Nintendo Switch 2. More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct. So be on the lookout for more information in the future.
Love it. Mario Kart meets Forza. Awesome. Dude, I love this
Mario Kart
guy's
World
lab coat.
launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. We'll share more details in the future, so we hope you're looking forward to it.
Awesome launch title. I think Mario Kart should always be a launch title.
Next, we'd like to introduce some of the new features of Nintendo Switch
Here we go.
2.
Here we go. Mouse mode. Mouse mode!
These are the Joy-Con 2 controllers for Switch 2.
We already know your secrets, guy.
And on the right
There it
Joy-Con
is.
2, we've added a new C button.
It's real. It's real.
Let's take a look at some new experiences it offers.
Let us press the C button. Ooh, but be gentle. Whoa, look at that. What is that? It's a new grip.
I'm still ahead of all of you guys.
Oh, this is the new Nintendo Switch girl. Is this the same one from before? She had like short hair 8 years ago.
Oh, no. Wait, no.
Nix, I'm coming for you.
No, I'm about to get
Come on,
So it's
no.
just chat. Okay, there we go.
Introducing Game Chat, a new
Finally,
feature
guys.
for Nintendo Switch 2.
Hey, what's up? Can you hear me?
Let's go.
Hello?
Hi.
Wait, is that Discord though?
With this feature,
It looks like Discord.
you'll be
almost.
able to communicate with friends and family while playing a game.
Come on, Discord integration already. Come on.
Okay.
For an adventure.
Say it.
While using the Game Chat feature, your voice is recognized by a microphone built into the system.
Oh, okay. But you're still behind me, right?
The
All right,
system?
let's keep going. Okay. So-
It can pick up your speaking voice clearly.
That's the new Pro
even from
Controller,
a
guys.
distance.
Look at this.
It's
Jump
not
up
a-
here. All right, let's keep going.
The Pro Controller has it.
Left, right here. Let's
It has a
When it's
headphone
noisy
jack.
around you, your voice will still come through clearly, letting you chat with ease.
How did you get hit by a bow? Okay, nice.
It does look beautiful. It's so pink.
And you can use this feature
Dude,
in
that
handheld
is a
mode too,
phablet,
letting
man.
you
Look at that
easily
thing.
chat with friends and family. If you open the chat menu and turn on game screen sharing,
Good job, good job. There
It's
we go, there we
safe
go.
sharing.
you can
safe
also share
sharing.
your game screen.
Did you see someone just
Safe,
go on top of that?
safe
dinosaur?
chat,
Really?
safe
They can do
sharing.
that?
Can do it?
No
You guys are just did
Discord
it.
integration.
Oh, shoot. Oh, ooh.
Oh, he's trying to eat me. He's trying to eat me.
Okay, I got it. I got it.
So the controllers or the Pro controller or the grip
You can
won't
chat to your
have.
heart's content.
Wait, is this new Animal
even
Crossing?
while playing different games.
Yeah, I know that one. It's so hard, right? It's tough.
Oh, wow.
So there isn't a mic in
the
any of the
sky right
controllers.
here.
That's problematic.
I'm falling. Okay, we got it. We're safe.
Kirby, look, you're on a star. That's so cute. So cute.
Love this though. That's so cool. I love being able to share that. But that's
You
also
can
something you
adjust
can do on
the size
Discord
of your game screen.
universally on multiple platforms.
Guys, I'm lost. Like,
Where'd you go?
And it doesn't take up system resources like that. Look at this. Ooh, there's a
Or
little
expand
lag
another
there.
friend's game screen.
A little laggy
You gotta
there.
get above that wall that's to your left.
You're almost there, though.
It's just like the
Whoa,
wall.
the water
like,
looks
you get
great.
Past the wall.
this is where I have to do a little wall ride.
Yeah, I know. Kid safe is always
So
Nintendo.
everyone can watch them play.
Oh, I think I know where you are. I think I know where you are. Wait.
Okay,
I think we have to
together.
try that.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, nice.
Let's
Dude,
take a
get
picture
ready
here.
to hear kids. If it's like if it's not
Oh, yo.
if it's
that's
public
I like
chat,
your
you're gonna get a bunch of
pose
kids.
On the
But I don't
right
think it
Joy-Con
is.
2 controller, there's an additional button. With the C button, you can pull up a chat menu.
Oh, dang.
A really. Wait, actually, guys, I got a call coming right now.
Yeah, the
so,
lag is probably
I'll be right
intentional.
back, yeah?
Because they don't want to use up a lot of system
Here,
resources.
you can quickly and easily mute yourself and
It's
more.
probably like skipping
and
frames.
there's this.
No way. We have a Nintendo
By
Switch 2
connecting
camera.
this camera to the system,
No, come on, dude. We don't need that.
Hey.
No, that don't look good. That don't
Hey,
look
what's
good,
up?
Nintendo. Leave the
Yo.
streaming to streaming equipment,
How's everyone
people.
doing? Good?
It just
you
doesn't
can
look
appear
good.
on screen and video chat while playing a game.
Your face is on here.
Wait, Nick, how was your
It
time
looks like
yesterday?
some tech from like 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
Here's how it looks with just the camera feed.
I'm way behind,
There you
guys.
go. I bet you like
Can
that.
you wait for me?
Please look forward to games which use your camera feed like this.
Oh,
That looks good.
Okay. No,
Yeah, that
wait.
looks good.
Go
That
left,
looks
go
good.
left. Left,
Oh, wait,
left.
maybe
I'll let you
if I
fix
go a little
it.
more this way. Oh.
Using game chat. Even when you're apart, you can
Yeah,
play
this is
games
not-
and hang out as if you were together in the same room.
They're not
Play
selling me on this
together,
yet.
or
I mean, I don't
compete in
mind it. I'm
online
not going to
multiplayer
complain about it,
games.
even though I probably am, I guess. But
Chat while playing
it's
your
cool to
personal
have for
favorites.
those who don't have it.
Decide your
Pay
own
attention. Hold on,
rules
they're
for
gonna do
a
something.
retro game competition. Or hold a sports competition between families. All together, anytime,
So,
anywhere.
We do have a new Pro controller, which
Game
looks
chat.
great. It looks thinner, it looks smaller, and has this kind of long back to it, unless that's the
What did you think?
grip.
In developing Game Chat, our goal
I don't
was
think
for
it
you
is,
to
'cause they
enjoy
showed us the
playing
grip.
online with others more closely, including family and friends. Almost as if you're all playing together in the same place.
And guys, this is an hour, by the way. We're 10 minutes in.
The
We have
camera
a
you
stick
saw in the
camera.
trailer is the
It looks
Nintendo
like a
Switch
Logitech
2
camera
camera,
that's like taped up.
which will be available on the same day as Switch 2.
Oh, on launch? Wow.
A
Okay.
Nintendo
Makes
Switch
sense.
Online membership will be required to use Game Chat.
Oh yeah, the new
However,
Mario Kart, but that was
Since
announced.
we'd like as many people as possible
reveal.
to experience Game Chat, it will be available without a membership for a limited time. We hope you'll try it
Tease
out.
you. Try out our chat. Get you in. They want to
Additionally,
get you hooked.
Game Chat supports the Nintendo Switch Parental Controls app, and different settings can
See?
be adjusted.
Yeah.
For example, whether parental permission is always required when a child wants to use Game Chat to
Like
play
if
with
you're
their
not
friends.
a kid, you don't care for this stuff. But if you're a parent,
We'd like
this
to
is like a
introduce
selling
another
point
new
for you.
experience you can share with family and
So
friends.
it's a smart play. But no Picto Chat, so I lost.
On Nintendo
I lost
Switch,
that.
even if you just have one game, you can pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend and play together. But on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play together locally on multiple systems using just one game, with Game Share. As shown here, even games that require multiple screens can be played if one person owns a compatible game. With Game Share, you can temporarily share compatible games with others who also have Nintendo Switch 2 or a Nintendo Switch system. You can share a game with up to 3 other systems at a time.
So GameShare was confusing to people, but
GameShare
this is
also
pretty much the
supports
same
online
system
play
we
with
had
other Switch
previously.
2
It's just a
systems.
visual
And
way
you can use it
of
with friends
understanding
via
it.
Game Chat,
Because
which
parents
we
get
showed
confused
earlier.
about this stuff, kids get confused about it.
GameShare can only be used with compatible games.
And it's
This
slightly
feature
different,
is
though.
planned for several titles, starting with a free update for Clubhouse Games 51 Worldwide Classics on Nintendo Switch.
Wait, is it?
GameShare
Is it
support
GameShare?
is also
Am I
planned
thinking
for
of the same
select
thing,
games
guys?
exclusive
No, it's
to
not.
Nintendo Switch 2, so we hope you'll look forward to it.
Up next,
That's like using the same game with multiple people in your...
we'd like to show you the
Console?
Nintendo Switch 2 system itself.
I gotta look into that. I'll correct that. We're gonna go
Please
back
take
on
a
this
look.
afterwards, so stick around. Oh, talk about that.
At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same. With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
I love a little info on
The
text
screen
specs.
supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing
A
for
full
smoother
1080p
gameplay
though.
in supported titles.
I still don't think
The
this is going to
LCD
be as
screen
strong
is
as a
more
Steam
vivid
Deck, is it?
and supports HDR,
Possibly slightly
providing
better?
more contrast between light and dark areas of the images. The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system. Detach a controller easily by pressing the release button on the back.
Rare earth magnets.
The SL and
There
SR
it is.
buttons are
Much bigger.
bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
Still that awkward little offset, but you can't avoid it.
The
Here we
left
go,
and
here we go.
right sticks are now larger.
And that's it? They're just
Each
larger?
Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse to play with compatible games.
Nothing on drift?
Both the left and
There
right
it is,
Joy-Con
see?
2 support mouse controls.
No Hall effect, it seems.
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes. It has a
Finally.
built-in microphone,
Thank goodness.
so you can voice chat with friends
Sony nailed
anytime
this on
via
the
game
PS5.
chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly. Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as
Okay,
if it
that's
were
good.
coming from all around you.
A wired headset. Bluetooth still. Is Bluetooth still exclusive to the Joy-Cons like it was on launch or the Switch 1?
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You
Yep,
can move it
nice.
freely, like this.
Okay, let's see. This is big. This is big for accessories.
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
Dude, the accessories are going to be crazy. Give us a double screen. Dual screen
It's
it.
handy for connecting a USB-C camera
Ow.
or charging in tabletop mode.
Oh. Yeah, smart play. I appreciate it. Get ready for the accessories, though.
Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch.
Good job.
For storing your game downloads, save
But how
data,
big are
and
the
more.
new games? Much
Reading
bigger?
and writing data is also faster.
4K support.
Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games. HDR is
compatible
also
games.
supported in TV mode.
Okay, HDR, cool. I wonder how that's going to actually look with titles that don't support 4K.
The Nintendo Switch 2 dock has a built-in fan that keeps your
job.
system cool.
Great job.
This helps keep performance stable. On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games, as well as compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
That's great. I want the end-all, be-all library. I don't want to rebuy games anymore, guys. Steam has proven that we don't have to do that anymore. Okay, so listen, guys. They completely skipped over the analog sticks. Nothing about Hall effect
As you
or
just
drift.
saw,
So
Nintendo Switch
we'll
2
get back on
isn't
to that
simply
soon.
an improved Nintendo Switch. We redesigned the system from the ground up
Say
and packed
something
in
about it.
lots of new gameplay features.
Mention the Hall effect.
And to help players better understand the Switch 2 hardware, we're currently developing this game. Mr. Kawamoto!
Oh, dude, I want a fun game.
Hello. My current location
WarioWare.
is actually
WarioWare.
inside the game itself.
Oh,
This is
they're
Nintendo
pulling
Switch
a
2 Welcome
PlayStation.
Tour, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2.
They're pulling like an Astrobot.
I'm standing over here. Okay, everyone, join me inside the game.
Oh wait, this is like a.
There are a lot of question mark icons here. Let's examine them. This sign reads, "Where are the magnets?"
No offense, but
The
PlayStation
Joy-Con
did
2
this much
controllers
better.
attached to the system with magnets. And those magnets are inside the system. The SL and SR buttons on the Joy-Con 2 are made of metal, so that's how they attach to the system. A magnetic circuit is formed between them, so they won't easily detach. Through examining signs like these, you can discover all sorts of secrets about Nintendo Switch 2. Another example, the Joy-Con 2 controllers have mouse controls. And when combined with the gyroscopes, you can even do something like this.
Are they going to milk a cow via the new
You can adjust the
Joy-Cons?
position
Let's
of the
see,
golf
let's
club
see.
and aim for the cup by rotating the Joy-Con 2. By combining the mouse controls and gyroscopes, things like this are possible. There are secrets to discover even as you're playing minigames and tech demos.
Bland. No offense.
Some of the secrets range from the unique features
be
of the
honest
system to tiny details you might not notice until they're pointed out.
Hey,
There
but
are
I love
plenty.
this though. I do like the ability to learn more about the
Nintendo Switch
internals
2
and how
Welcome
it works.
Tour will
but
launch
nothing
as a paid
on Hall
digital
effect.
game on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
We
So
gotta
please check
wait.
it out if you're interested.
It's a paid
Now,
digital game.
I'd like to share some more information
Did I
regarding
treat that right?
Nintendo Switch 2.
You have to pay for that?
This is the game card for Nintendo Switch 2 titles.
Okay, is it like a fatter card?
It's the same shape as Nintendo Switch
Okay,
game
awesome.
cards,
Thank
but
you.
it's now red and it has much
Awesome.
faster data reading speeds.
Okay, great. Read only?
Next
Is it
up
read-only?
is additional storage. Switch 2 will only
These are
work
going to be
with micro
expensive, guys.
SD
Buy
Express
these
cards.
right now. Watch.
They're a different type of SD card and will make high-speed data transfers possible.
These are going to probably go live today.
Please note that regular micro SD cards used for Nintendo Switch will not be compatible.
Uh-oh. Get ready, guys. Go buy this right now.
Additionally, to transfer data from Switch to Switch 2, you can log into your Nintendo account to use the System Transfer feature. With this feature, you can transfer save data, digital games, and more.
Okay, that's good. Oh,
We're
I like
also
it.
releasing a new
It looks
Pro
smaller?
controller. It has a C button, which
Okay.
launches Game Chat, and on the back, there are new GL and GR buttons, which you can use to assign existing button controls.
Guys,
In addition, an
oh my
audio
gosh.
jack
I'll show
has
you
been
what I
added.
found. I'll show you what I
We've
found just now.
introduced a few new features, and after today's presentation, the official Nintendo Switch 2 website will go live. There will also be an Ask the Developer article on the website, where the three of us will talk about the development of Nintendo Switch 2. We hope you'll check that out as well.
And now, the Nintendo Switch 2 launch
There's
date.
so much info coming in right now, but I need the games.
Nintendo Switch 2 launches on June 5th.
June 5th, there it is.
We're very much looking forward to the day when you all get to experience it, so please wait just a bit longer.
It's going to be a very, very long wait.
Now,
I can't wait.
broadly
No way.
speaking, on Nintendo Switch 2, you can play 3 types of games. The first type is Nintendo Switch 2 games. These games take advantage of the performance and features of Switch 2. The second type is compatible games that were released on
And then
Nintendo Switch.
Digital?
Nintendo Switch 2 edition games are the third type. Some games that were released on Switch will receive upgraded versions that offer things like improved visuals, unique ways to play on Switch 2, and more. Now, I'd like to show you the Nintendo Switch 2 edition of Super Mario Party Jamboree.
Let's go. I love
Please
Mario
take a
Party.
look.
Super Mario Party Jamboree is getting an upgrade on Nintendo Switch 2.
I think the rumor is we're going to be able to pre-order
on the base
today,
game and adds new features, including
if not by tomorrow or the next day.
Audio recognition, more expressive rumble, and gameplay that uses a camera accessory.
Okay.
All of which can be accessed on Switch 2. Let's check out 3 new and updated modes. First up is Mario Party mode. With a single camera, up to 4 players can join the festivities.
Man, I don't want to get dressed up, dude.
You'll be able to see each other's faces as you play.
I just want to have bad hair
experience all
and
the
PJs
reactions and emotions in real time. Or 4 friends can take the party online. Up next, it's Bowser Live, a mode where the livelier team wins. Bowser will bring you on stage 2, hit blocks to collect the most coins, guide an RC car with your voice, and compete in other mini-games using full body movement and sound. Finally, take a ride on the mouse-controlled Carnival Coaster. With the safety bar
I wish they did
lowered
something
and
VR-ish. VR will be so fun with these games. Plus, the quality of their games are like
Use
perfect
mouse
for
controls
VR.
to shoot down
Not quality, I
enemies
guess, like
while you feel
graphics.
the bumps and rumbles of the coaster.
Like their performance is great for that.
When you
So,
enter a pipe,
as a
a
heads up,
mini-game will begin.
Best Buy does have
There's
a Switch 2
bouldering
page,
game where 2 players each control an arm.
but no pre-orders yet.
And one where you shake a can of spray paint and quickly tag objects. Enjoy
But
the
you can
thrill
enter
of these
your email
intuitive
for,
mini-games.
notifications.
How quickly can you reach the station? From mini-games that use a camera, the built-in microphone, mouse controls, and rumble, the biggest party yet is getting even bigger. Super Mario Party Jamboree, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition, plus Jamboree TV launches on Nintendo Switch 2, July 24th.
Okay.
Nintendo Switch 2 players who
Thank
already
God.
own Super
Thank
Mario
you,
Party
Lord.
Jamboree can upgrade to Nintendo Switch 2 Edition plus Jamboree TV by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Okay, that's great. I need that for everything,
Please look
including my
forward to a
physical
new
Switch
Mario
games,
Party
guys.
experience, where you can see each other's reactions while playing.
I should have
Let's
been taking
continue
notes.
presenting some more
Should
Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games.
Here we go. Here we go. Please,
Nintendo
double
Switch
pack,
2
double pack.
editions of The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom feature enhanced resolution and frame rates,
Okay, awesome.
and
This is
also
great.
support HDR, which
Whoa,
makes the image
awesome.
more vibrant. So you can play with smoother, higher
I think
definition graphics.
they already look great. I think they look awesome. So
Plus, you can get even more out of your adventures in Hyrule using Zelda Notes.
okay, just notes
This
in general
new
will be
feature
fine.
can be accessed via the Nintendo Switch app on smart devices. It's a game-specific service that's exclusive to the Switch 2 editions of these titles. For example, it can help guide you to various locations, like shrines and Koroks you haven't found yet.
Guidance activating.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, PlayStation does something
Proceed
similar,
north.
and I think Xbox does now too, where it's like sort of like AI-ish kind of guides. So I love that here. This is
Or
great for Nintendo games.
You can share your creations using QR codes and send them to another player to create in their game. We hope these features will make your adventures even more enjoyable.
I love it.
In Kirby
So
and the
here
Forgotten
you
Land,
come all the
you'll be
Nintendo
able
Switch
to
2
enjoy an
editions,
additional
which
story
you can upgrade for
exclusive to
the
the
small
Nintendo
price
Switch 2 edition,
of what?
along with improved graphics
Of
and frame
what?
rates.
It better be under $20, to be honest. If you already own it, what about physical
This
games?
story takes place in the Forgotten Land after being struck by a powerful meteor that's causing some mysterious changes.
A lot of questions. A lot of questions.
We hope you're looking forward to Kirby's new adventure. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond will have both a Nintendo Switch and a Nintendo Switch 2 edition.
Oh, okay, good. That's good. I like that. Because, I mean, it's been in development for 8 years, I'm sure. Over 8 years. Love it.
In addition
No.
to standard
There it
controls,
is.
you can use mouse controls for intuitive gameplay on Switch 2.
And motion controls too?
Plus,
Did they say
you
motion?
can explore the immersive world in 4K at 60 frames per second, or enjoy smoother action
Whoa,
in full HD at
120
120 frames per second. Choose
I did
from
not
these two
expect
modes,
that.
both of which support HDR, based on your preference and playstyle.
Dude, Nintendo. I never thought I'd
Plus,
see anything over 100 frames per
Pokemon
second.
Legends ZA, which is scheduled to launch later this year, will not only receive a Nintendo Switch version, but a Nintendo Switch 2 edition as well.
Okay, so buy the Switch 2
By taking
edition.
advantage of the power of Switch 2, you can enjoy your adventure in Lumio City with enhanced resolution and frame rates.
Okay. Still looks like a Switch 1 game though.
The Nintendo Switch 2 edition games you just saw will be available as both physical and digital versions.
Wait, how does that work?
And if you
The
already own
upgrades?
the Nintendo Switch version of a game, you can play the Nintendo Switch 2 edition by purchasing an upgrade pack.
Okay, so the upgrade
We
packs will
hope you're
work for
looking
digital
forward
and
to
physical
these
games.
Nintendo
Okay.
Switch 2 edition games.
Okay.
Next, I'd like to introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers. Please take a look.
Okay, look, I know a lot about mice. A lot. So surfaces matter. If you have a good sensor, they don't really matter that much. Let's see. If they say a clean surface, no glass, no this, no reflections. Let's see what kind of sensors they have in here. Okay, wheelchair racing. Wheelchair sports game. Oh, they just like lifted it off and used it like a drag drive. This looks very 90s. Ugh, guys, this doesn't look too good. It's a weird game to. Why would you play like this? Yeah, I don't know. Oh, let's hope games are still 60 bucks. I think we're in the $70 era now. What a drag, bro. Listen, we had Rocket League, what is it, 10 years ago. If you just worked off of that formula and changed it up with Mario Kart, it'd be awesome. Mario Kart meets soccer. Gosh, that was awkward, guys. That was awkward.
In
Ooh,
Drag
look how
and
little
Drive,
his hands
you'll
look
use
in
both
that
Joy-Con 2
little
controllers
coat.
as mice to intuitively
He's
pull
got
off
T-Rex
various
hands.
moves. We hope you're looking forward to a new twist on 3-on-3 matches using dual mouse controls.
That's not it.
Next,
That's-
here are some
that
games
is
from our
not
publishing
it.
and
That
development
ain't it.
partners coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
You're gonna get everyone on Nintendo Switch 2 with that game. There it is, Elden Ring! I should have put that on my freaking list. This is massive, but it has to play well. 60 FPS somehow. Dude, if you haven't played Elden Ring, it is probably one of my top 5 games of all time. It looks better than the Steam Deck right now. The Steam Deck version, at least for me, I didn't tweak it. It looked okay. Oh my gosh, guys. Is it going to come with the DLC? Tarnished Edition, what does that mean? It's coming this year?
Hey, I'm Greg Kasavin from Supergiant Games.
What's this?
Here to say
Hades
that Hades 2
Yes,
is coming
yes,
to Nintendo
I was waiting
Switch
for this
2.
on the Switch.
Our first ever sequel introduces the Princess of the Dead, an immortal witch out to vanquish the sinister Titan of Time. You'll battle beyond the underworld to the ends of the earth.
Dude, let's go.
Getting to know dozens of characters from Greek myth in a story that reacts to your every setback and victory. It's the kind of game you can quickly pick up and play whether you're experienced with the original or not. Look for more about Hades 2 later this year.
Here we go.
皆さんこんにちは。作家の中山です。我々がお届けするタイトルはストリートファイター
Okay,
6
let's
です。
go. A portable
本体を
Street
持ち寄
Fighter
っての
6.
対戦は
Yes,
もちろん、
sir.
任天堂スイッチ2だけの新モードもあります。
Oh, it has
ソフト
motion
は通常版
controls.
の他に総勢26キャラクターを収録した Years 1
Dude,
2
where's
Fighters
Hakan?
Edition
Did
の
they bring
2
back
バージョン
Hakan?
さらにゲームと連動するアミーボとアミーボカードも一緒にスイッチ2の発売日にお届けします。お楽しみに。
Okay, cool. Dude, there's too much info, man.
Initiating Arsenal boot sequence.
I don't know.
Weapon safety mechanism confirmed. All operating at normal levels. Testing data link with spine. Normal.
I think this
Commencing
is a
launch.
sequel?
After 2 long wars where our freedom was restricted, we will finally be
By the way, we're in the
liberated
games now, guys.
from
The big stuff is coming in the next
new arsenal,
30 minutes.
new equipment, and money. I'm for sale, and you're buying.
Is this a sequel to the Switch one? I can't remember. I don't think I played this one.
Thanks for the warm welcome!
This planet will be ours.
The Sovereign Axiom, the Trinitas,
Axiom Bird
has almost completed a weapon that was created to destroy all humanity.
This looks great.
Because
This
we're in
looks
the
really
middle
good.
of a war. Don't you get it?
I won't just stop you. I'll tear you apart! All children
There it is.
bring hope to our lives, don't they?
Hey, this is Joseph Fares from Hazelight. I'm
No
super
way.
excited for Split
Perfect.
Fiction to come to Nintendo Switch 2.
Yes, let's go.
The game is a story about friendship.
Dude, that game
You
is
play as
breaking
Mio, who writes
has
sci-fi, and
broken
Zoe,
records.
who writes fantasy.
It's selling so
Together,
crazy
they
fast.
get trapped in their own stories, and it's up to you and a friend to help them break free. Now, let me
Dude,
tell
that
you
looks
this:
great. I'm
if you
excited
like
about
It
it.
Takes Two, you're gonna love this
Oh,
one.
dude,
trust
it's
me.
at launch, I think.
And of course, you'll be able to play Split Fiction on the day Switch 2 launches.
Let's go.
At EA Sports, we're bringing fans together across the world, both on the pitch and on the gridiron.
At this point,
We're
EA
excited
is
to
much
announce
better
that
off
EA
just
Sports
porting their
FC
old
will be
games.
coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform.
At
EA
$100.
Sports, it's in the game.
Basics.
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software.
Okay.
We are bringing Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2. With enhanced
that
graphics
good.
and seamless world transitions, you'll be immersed in the Wizarding world like never before.
It looks okay.
And the new mouse controls on Switch 2
I tried this on the
give you
Steam
even
Deck.
more ways to experience the adventure.
It wasn't the best on the Steam Deck.
Discover the enhanced magic when Hogwarts Legacy launches on the same day as Switch 2.
This was supposed to have DLC, by the way, and they canceled it for the remake. Oh, the sequel, sorry. Let's go! The ports are here, guys. Man, I love the summer-looking games. No way, SpongeBob? Okay. The ports are here.
Hello, this is Christian Elverdam from IO Interactive.
Oh,
We're
Hitman.
bringing our
Here we
flagship
go.
title, Hitman World of Assassination, to Nintendo Switch 2.
World of Assassination.
As the best assassin in the trade, Agent 47 does everything he can to accomplish his mission.
Love it,
And
man.
how
I
each
love the
mission
laughs.
progresses will vary depending on the
Love the
player's
laughs.
imagination. Our ever-expanding game will release on the same day
Yeah,
as
let's
Switch
go.
2.
Banana slip death.
Plus, we are excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
Bring it. Bring it. Well, actually, I don't know if James Bond is an assassin, is he? No way. It is. It's James Bond. 007. Dude, awesome.
James Bond. The world's favorite spy is coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Which version of
so
it?
Stay tuned.
Of him. Which version is it? Final Fantasy?
The
Let's
story
go.
of light and shadow that never fades is
Which one
reborn.
is this? Oh, no, it's
Bravely
not.
Default
Dude.
returns,
1 and 2?
remastered in high definition.
1 and 2, please.
Featuring the Brave and Default commands that help you control
1 and
the
2.
flow of turn-based battles. Change and customize
No
jobs
way.
to build out your very own party.
1 and 2,
Enjoy your
please.
adventure with
Collection.
upgraded features and enhancements.
Please, please, please.
And all new minigames with unique ways to play. Square Enix presents the classic fantasy RPG
Bravely Default?
Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster.
Come on,
Set
1 and
for
2.
the Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
Hey, by the way, if you haven't played Bravely Default, go play it. It's awesome. Awesome.
龍が如くゼロ誓いの場所ディレクターズカットです。1988年東京と大阪2つの歓楽街を舞台に土地を巡る争奪戦が勃発。伝説の始まりを追加シーンとともにお楽しみください。発売日は任天堂 Switch 2の発売と同じ日です。今後のシリーズ展開にもぜひご期待ください。
We'll have more games to show from our publishing and development partners, but for now, we'd like to show a game being developed in collaboration with Nintendo. Please take a look.
Oh, I should know this. What is this? AAA Game Studio. I wonder what kind of games they make. What is this?
When the Zonai, who descended from the heavens, joined hands with the Hylians, who dwelled on the surface. Their union led to a great and prosperous kingdom. But in time, a terrible evil arose. A war was fought to vanquish this evil, one which future generations would call the Imprisoning War.
Perhaps you truly have traveled back in time.
Yo.
So that's Hyrule Castle? Then that must mean this really is the past.
Is this Warriors? It's Warriors! Let's go. Dynasty Warriors I used to love as a kid. The Zelda ones are my favorite. I think it's Warriors 3. I think. It looks like it. Normally you don't have that many enemies. There we go. Dress. So it's DLC for the second one? Age of Imprisonment. Okay. Okay, cool.
That was Hyrule Warriors Age of Imprisonment. It's being developed by Koei Tecmo Games with support from Nintendo. We hope you're looking forward to the untold story of the Imprisoning War, which took place in Hyrule long ago.
Dude, where's F-Zero? F-Zero, Star Fox.
Some news about Nintendo Switch Online. You can continue to enjoy Nintendo Switch Online on
Just
Switch
Nintendo
2.
Online. Just call it Nintendo Online.
And with Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you can enjoy a new membership benefit exclusively on Switch 2.
Over there I have
Please
GameCube.
take a look at this.
GameCube games are here, guys. I'm calling it. GameCube. Let's go. I don't know why I'm so excited about the old games.
Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack
Give
will
us
be
everything,
getting a
guys.
new classic
Don't do
game
one
library
game at a time.
exclusive to Nintendo
like 20
Switch 2.
games.
Nintendo GameCube, originally released in 2001.
Dude, I
Here
love
are the
this
titles that
library.
will be available at launch.
Yes.
A Legend of Zelda game that looks like a cartoon come to
Finally.
life through cell shading. Controlling the wind using a mysterious baton, Link sets sail on an adventure across the Great Sea. The Legend of Zelda, The Wind Waker. Transcending history and the
love this
world.
game.
A tale of
Soul
souls
Calibur
and
with
swords
Link was
eternally
insane
retold.
back then.
In this 3D, weapons-based fighting game, each fighter comes equipped with a different weapon. And Link from the Legend of Zelda series
I think we have all the
enters
Luigi
fray.
mansions
Soul
in the
Calibur
Switch, right?
2.
The remix?
Experience a
F-Zero.
world of white-knuckle racing at
This is
speeds
the only
over
F-Zero we're gonna
2,000
get here,
kilometers
guys.
per hour.
They're not gonna
30
compete with Mario
machines will
Kart.
put it
They're not
all
gonna
on
do
the
that.
line in death-defying
This is
racing.
F-Zero. This is what we get.
Featuring the series' first machine customization and story
We're
mode.
getting
Get ready to
Melee.
experience F-Zero GX.
Melee
In
with a
games
ton of
that
features.
support multiplayer, up to 4 can play together locally or online.
Okay, cool. I like that.
Enjoy these classic games with clearer image quality and higher resolution than the original releases.
What does that mean?
You
What
can
does that
also
mean?
check the controls for each title and customize them to your liking.
What are you doing to these emulations?
More titles will be added in the
Sunshine,
future.
okay, great. You got some Pokemon, Strikers. There's Luigi's Mansion, even though I think we have it on the Switch already.
Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics, the Switch 2 exclusive game library coming to Nintendo Switch Online Plus
Good job.
expansion pack launches the same day as the hardware's release.
Good job. Easy. Super
And
easy.
a dedicated controller designed after the original GameCube controller will also be released.
Awesome.
It can connect
Love it.
wirelessly and also has a C button to quickly access Game Chat.
Cool. Now wait, are the old
Nintendo
games
GameCube controller,
for the
exclusively
old
available
console?
for Nintendo Switch Online
Okay,
members,
wait, I'll save that
will
question for
also
later.
be available the same day as Nintendo Switch 2.
Is the old capture button for the
Whether
Joy-Con
you're
going to work
familiar
as a
with
C
the
button now?
games
If you
or
connect
haven't
to
played
these?
them before, we hope you're looking forward to Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics. Of course, you can continue to play select games from the systems
Dude,
shown
throw
here
in
on Nintendo
Dreamcast.
Switch 2.
Imagine if they worked with Sega.
Okay, let's see some more games from our publishing and development partners.
Okay, look, Silk Song, guys. Silk Song, please, please, Lord, please. Okay, that's not Silk Song. Oh, okay. Deltarune. This is going to be massive. Get ready for it. Oof, I know this is going to be some people's game of the year right here. How long ago was... Undertale's 2015, so it's 10 years ago. 10 years later, we get a sequel on launch day. Good job.
Hi, I'm Randy from Gearbox.
Here we go.
Borderlands 4, our upcoming flagship Borderlands game, will launch on Nintendo Switch 2.
Okay.
Borderlands is back. Loot and shoot your way
Wow,
through
that
a
looks
world
beautiful.
filled with wild enemies
Is
and
this
outrageous
in-game?
weapons.
Switch?
We're
Switch
still
2?
in development, and it's already the most ambitious
Oh,
Borderlands game
it's still in
we've ever
development.
made.
Dude,
Borderlands
this with
4
co-op
will
on
launch
the
in
Switch
2025.
2 would be
We'll be sharing
awesome.
a lot of the game in the months ahead, and there's
Do a
more from
magic
2K
trick.
on the way.
Nothing.
Hi, I'm Dennis Shirk from
Let's get
Firaxis
some-
Games.
Yes, Kate.
We're releasing a Nintendo
Kate's gonna
Switch 2
love
edition
this.
of Sid Meier's Civilization
There
7.
it is.
In Civ 7, you'll establish an empire and guide your people throughout the ages of history. With the new mouse controls,
Yes, dude,
players
that's
can
what I'm
enjoy a more
saying.
intuitive gameplay experience.
There's so many games that will benefit from
Civ 7
mouse.
launches on the same day as Switch 2. And if you already own the Nintendo Switch version, you can experience mouse controls on Switch 2 by purchasing the upgrade. And we have even more news from 2K.
Hi, I'm Lionel Jinks.
And I'm Ben Bishop.
Our final announcement for today is that WWE 2K
Man, I miss
coming to
wrestling
Nintendo Switch
games.
2.
The last time I
Plus
played them was
NBA 2K as well.
on the N64,
We
though.
can't wait to see you in the ring.
And on the court.
That's it. That's it.
4 kids find this old tattered map. Off they went armed with nothing but youthful enthusiasm and a
All right, guys,
profound
we're
lack of
almost at the
preparation.
10-minute mark. So we need to
Terrible
see, like,
steering the road.
boom,
Let's
massive
stay
things. I'm talking Zelda, Silk Song,
Awesome!
levels of... Ooh.
Nailed it! Hook, line, and sinker. Tastes amazing, doesn't it? Really have started to master this survival.
This is their
Next
stream,
stop,
guys. Their
the
stream
top.
is lagging. Their stream is
Nicely
lagging.
done.
I just have
I think
multiple
that's everything.
references
Let's
here.
set sail. This time
Okay.
for home.
Oh no, guys. This is live.
Hi, I'm Dave Crooks from Dodge Roll.
I'm checking on multiple sites. The stream is frozen. The Nintendo stream is frozen. The
Here's
official
first
one
look
is not
at
working.
Enter the Gungeon 2.
I have it on my phone. It's not working.
Dodge countless bullets and aim for
They're
the Gungeon's
frozen.
depths in our roguelike shooter
Dude,
sequel.
this is not good.
Now
This is
reloaded in a new
pre-recorded.
3D art style.
This
You
is
can expect some
pre-recorded and it's
fan-favorite
frozen.
elements to return.
Dude,
We're still working
oh
on the game.
no.
and We're excited to share more with you in the future.
Oh no! I have it on multiple streams. It's not working. I'm gonna refresh it. Let's go again. Yeah. On my phone, on another computer. What is going on? Oh, there we go. Okay. It's back, guys. It's back. That wasn't me. I went to fiber. I got fiber for this. I don't know what we missed. I don't think we can go back to it. I'll check. After the stream, I'll check. Oh no, what is... Oh no! Wait, is this like a montage? This is a montage. Is that it? Uh-oh.
Hello, my name is Adam Badowski from CD Projekt Red. We are delighted to bring the immersive world of the
Guys,
dark future to
their
Nintendo
stream
players
is
for the
botched.
first time.
They
Cyberpunk
botched it.
2077 is an open-world action-adventure
Look,
RPG
I'm rewinding
set
real
in
quick
Night City.
to check.
Thanks to Nintendo Switch 2, you can transport
Guys, they
yourself to the
botched the
city of
stream.
dreams at home or on the go.
Okay, it's awesome.
Get
Okay,
ready
so
to meet unforgettable
it's good on the
characters
UK.
and discover engaging stories when
Yeah, the
Cyberpunk
US stream
2077
on YouTube,
Ultimate Edition comes to Nintendo Switch
It's
2
botched.
on launch
This is
day.
not good. I think it lagged and it's the audio is ahead or something.
浜口です。
Oh no, guys.
任天堂スイッチ2でファイナルファンタジー7
no.
リメイクインターグレードを発売いたします。
Guys.
本作はミッドガル脱出までを描いた
The last
3部作シリーズの
10
1作目となり、20年以上の時を経て再創作された新しい FF7 を体験いただきます。
Look, let me just go back for a second and go live again.
スイッチ2で展開する FF7 リメイクシリーズにぜひメイクシリーズにぜひ
Okay, so we, I mean, there's some awesome stuff here. Final Fantasy, we got Legends of the Gungeon. Oh, Cyberpunk is on there, by the way. Cyberpunk. Oh no. Let me look for the tweets. The Nintendo apology tweets. Silksong! It's this year, guys. Here it is. On launch? How could you just drop Silksong in a montage? It's like one of the biggest games of that is like game of the year. Oh, 2 Point Museum? Possibly also game of the year? All parts. Looks cool. But is Monster Hunter on here? Witchbrook. This is gonna be awesome. This holiday season. Another Puyo Puyo. Rune Factory. Oh man. Yes, Marvel Cosmic Invasion. Let me refresh it. Let me try again. Let me try a refresh. Look, let me try again. Go. I don't know. I don't know if I'm caught up or not. I'm gonna have to rewatch some of this either way. Is the refresh working for you guys? Okay, thank you, Matthew. Thank you, David. Yeah, Professor Layton. How are they just... Why are they montaging some of these games? Some of these games deserve like a 1-minute trailer. Human Fall Flat, my kid's gonna love that one. Okay.
The next game will be the last from our publishing and development partners.
Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Please
Here we
take a
go.
look.
Come on, give me Majora's Mask 2 though, please. Please, God, let this be Ocarina of Time. Please, God, please. I don't know what this is anymore. Is this, what is this? It's not Zelda. It can't be. What is this? Capcom? Oh. Well, it's finally here. We have some PlayStation titles entering the Switch world.
I give you my blood.
No way. Oh, I know what this is.
I give you my life.
Wait,
Turn.
I don't know what this is. Sorry, guys.
A wheel.
I don't know.
And transport him.
Is this blood?
To a night of moonlight.
We're getting
to humanity's very dusk.
Twilight? Is it Twilight? It looks like Bloodborne. But is it Twilight? I don't know what this is. Why is this ending on this? Bloodborne? What? What is this? It looks like Bloodborne. Bloodborne 2? It's Bloodborne 2. No way. What is this? Oh, wait. I don't know anymore, guys. I'm tired. I can't be this tense. It hurts. It is Bloodborne 2. Whoa, look at the Majora's Mask moon. No way. Please say Bloodborne 2. Please. It is Bloodborne 2, guys. It has to be. Oh, you're like a vampire. Look at that. This screams Bloodborne. Yeah, see, you got the, instead of a rat, you got a frog with breasts in the sewer. So sick.
Close your eyes and contemplate now the moon, as befits the soon to depart.
This is shocking.
Carrier of blood.
Bloodborne 2. It actually looks like Lies of P a little bit too. No way! It's like T-Rex mobs. Guys, I'm out of breath here. I'm out of breath. What is this?
The moon tears will flow for one. And one alone.
Dusk Bloods. What? So it's vampires. It's like blood. I don't know if it's in the same world as Bloodborne. Okay. That's insane, but that's next year.
What you just saw was
you
a
ended
brand
on
new
that.
game by
Nothing
From
on
Software.
Zelda. Nothing on Star Fox. Nothing on
We'll
Mario
be publishing
Paint with a
creator's
mouse,
voice article
guys.
Where the
How
game's
on
director,
earth?
Hidetaka Miyazaki, will share more details about the game.
Okay,
so please
so-
check it out when it's available.
For those who don't know,
That's all from our publishing and development partners.
Duskblood
We'd like to
vampires
thank
are
the
creatures
developers
of
who
the
appeared
night.
today, as well as our publishing and development partners,
Vampire game.
who prepared footage for this presentation.
Why? Yeah, I don't understand why the last game is not even
In
being
addition to what
released
you saw
for the
today,
Switch 2.
our partners are working on many games coming to Nintendo Switch 2.
Dude, you guys couldn't even throw in like
We'll showcase more games in the future, so
more
we hope you're looking
first-party
forward to it.
titles. Not even a
Next,
Mario title
please take a
outside
look
of
at
Mario
this.
Kart, which we knew about. I'm nervous here, guys. I'm nervous here. What's this? Wait, what is this? Kirby? Is it Smash or is it Kirby? Is this, I mean, we got a lot of Kirby games for the Switch, actually, but this is the new Smash Brothers. It has to be, guys. Smash is like the leading game next to Mario Kart. Is that a Metroid missile? Oh no, it's a, it's a booster. Wow, that looks pretty. It's another Kirby game. I'm surprised. Oh wait, hold on. Mario Kart. Wait, Kirby Racing? Please don't tell me it's that. What? What? A Kirby racing game? Wait. This is what he's been on? They took him off Smash Brothers.
Kirby Air Ride,
To
which
put him on
originally
this?
released on the Nintendo GameCube system over 20 years ago, is getting a brand new game. We hope you're looking forward to Kirby Air Riders, directed by Masahiro Sakurai.
They got Sakurai on this?
Next is our last trailer for today.
Hey, oh, here we go.
Please take
Guys,
a look.
Please, please, please give me Ocarina of Time. That's all I need to show my kids. Please, I just really need it. Oh, this is not it. This is a rock with a face, with eyes. It's Zelda though, right? Is it? I can't tell anymore, guys. I'm a little overwhelmed here. In God Isle. Okay. Okay, what is this? Oh, that's why he's in the new Mario Kart. What is this? Oh, okay. Hey, this looks like Odyssey, but with Donkey Kong. Ooh, this looks great. Is it a country? Donkey Kong World? What are we doing here? This looks awesome. Wow, love it. Okay, this is a big one. Wow, dude. Let's go, dude. DK rap. End it on a DK rap. Let's go. DK. Oh, the ostrich. Can you ride it or not? I love this. This looks incredible. Wow, good job, man. They brought DK back, though, right? They brought him back hard. Wow. No price. Donkey Kong Bonanza. Love it. Love it. Love this. Okay, my guess on the price is $3.99, I guess, but with the whole economy where it's at right now, I wouldn't be surprised if it's like $4.99 in a full kit.
That was a brand new 3D platforming action game starring Donkey Kong, called Donkey Kong Bonanza.
Awesome game. Awesome title.
With
Love
incredible
it.
strength.
Really excited about this
Smash
one.
through enemies.
Love it.
Walls.
That I want to live stream
the
the whole
ground.
thing.
And just about everything as you demolish your way through a massive underground world. More details will be shared in the future. We hope you're looking forward to it.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for watching so far.
Don't give me more, please. I think we need more.
To recap, Nintendo Switch 2
Price?
launches on June 5th. Finally, here are the
$3.99?
hardware options that will be available at launch.
Okay, yeah.
We'll release Nintendo Switch 2,
And the
as
bundle.
well as a bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World.
Okay, so $4.50. I mean,
For more
wait.
details,
Yeah, $4.50.
please check the official Nintendo Switch 2
I'm gonna go to the
website,
site
which
right
goes
now,
live later today.
It's not up yet.
We've covered a lot of information.
Checking Best
but
Buy
that's
for-
all we have to share for today.
For today.
You'll have
We
to
have
wait
2
just
days
a
left.
bit longer for launch. We are very much looking forward to everyone being able to experience Nintendo Switch 2.
I wouldn't be surprised if live stream.
We appreciate you joining
pre-sales
us
go
today.
live right now.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, I'm going to stay live. I'm going to hunt down a few things, and we're going to tackle some questions here because that was a packed hour. I don't. Okay, so hold on. What's this? Welcome tours from. Let me write that down too. Okay, that's a lot of stuff, guys. Is that it? I'm gonna leave it hanging for a bit in case they decide to be sneaky and give me what I want. Just be like, oh, we forgot this. Okay, so let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna drop a poll real quick. Can I not do another poll? End poll. Okay, because I want to know what you guys think. Let me give you a few options here. I'm going to do A, B, C, D. For me, I'm not going to lie. Okay, first off, look, I'm extremely excited about the Switch 2. Okay. I think for me, if I'm being honest, is like a B, teetering towards a C, but I'm extremely excited. Okay. Doesn't change how I feel. I'm still really excited about it. Now, as for my predictions, I thought we were going to get a Ocarina of Time Majora's Mask remake from the rumors I saw, but also I've been waiting for that. I've been asking for this for probably like since the 3DS. So I'm very excited, but I didn't get any Zelda, any big Zelda wishlist items. Now, I did want PictoChat because that was like the most epic way to chat back on the DS days. I remember being in school and having friends next to me in the classroom and just like drawing these huge images on PictoChat as they scrolled up live. It was mind-blowing. That tech at that time was crazy. Now, this is a little mind-blowing, and let me know if you guys feel the same, but hold on. Let me go back to where they showed the mouse, okay? The mouse controls. Because what they did is they gave us a quick glimpse, and then they showed us a game. Well, two games. One, we got this welcome tour game where you can learn about the console, which is very similar to what Sony did with the PS5 and Astrobot, which is, in my opinion, much better on execution-wise. But then we did get this very odd game to showcase the mouse controls. So this is the mouse controls.
Introduce a brand new game featuring mouse controls with the Joy-Con 2 controllers.
Okay, so this is how they chose to showcase the Joy-Con mouse controls. No information on surfaces, what kind of a sensor it has. But they do show that, so you can use it flat, and then you can lift it and use motion controls. But they don't tell you much else. And the game itself looks questionable, let's say that, okay? Because the graphics look outdated. I'm not trying to be offensive here, okay? I want to be optimistic. Hey, David, thanks so much for coming in, bud. We missed you. We have a lot of content coming up, so I hope you stick around for that. Okay, let me mute this. Okay, so this is the game they chose to showcase their mouse controls with. And you can wave, okay? You can wave if you want to. So how on earth did they miss the opportunity to talk about Mario Paint? Which was, to me, even as a little kid back then, was like a mind-boggling piece of technology. Mario Paint was awesome. Let me see if I can find a video on it. Because Mario Paint is what they should have had on there instead. So, we have a good one here from the Game Historian. So let me see if I can skip to how it looks. So look, back then we had Mario Paint. What was it? SNES? Was it Super Nintendo? Yeah, it was. So, okay, Super Nintendo, you had Mario Paint, which was this kind of like quirky game that came with a mouse, okay? And you could, it's like MS Paint. Now, how do you miss the opportunity to make a Mario Paint sequel using the Joy-Con mouse controls? I don't know how that just slipped by. That's a little mind-boggling. So, you know, I'm trying not to be harsh. I don't want to be a jerk here, but I think that's a big miss, and I'm really bummed out about that. But look at this. It would have looked incredible. And as for IPs, I want to talk about IPs because my other wish list item, I guess my prediction, was Star Fox. One of my favorite games growing up was Star Fox 64. I played the heck out of that game. So fun. And we haven't seen it since what, GameCube or Wii? I think it's Wii or Wii U. It seems like they can really easily expand on that. It doesn't clash with their other IPs. And we don't have that, but we do have Metroid. So I guess, you know, that's something. And we do have a new Donkey Kong. So I'm excited about that too. Now, a big one for me is Silksong. In my opinion, that has Game of the Year. I think that's going to be Game of the Year. I'm saying it now. Silksong has the potential to be Game of the Year. I haven't even played it. But I'm saying that because it's been so long since we got the original. And we've all been waiting for it. It's our Half-Life 3 right now. And they've decided to just place it where? They didn't showcase it. What they did instead, this is a little crazy to me. Hold on, let me go to it real quick. Well, hold on, it's not that one. We got it in a montage. Oh, also, let's not forget about the freeze, which I'll talk about in a bit. But it's right about, I think it's here. Let's see. Wait, hold on. What game was that? I missed some of these. Oh, Outlaws is. We're going to take a look at that montage again. But yeah, see, they decided to place it in between all these. I can't even scroll and find it easily. It went by so quick. So that means Team Cherry is probably not working with Nintendo in that, you know, in a big way. It's just more of a, like, just a port. Okay, so look, this is how they decided to show what will potentially be the Game of the Year. So that is a 5-second clip. A 5-second clip, which is crazy to me. Crazy. So, yeah, we did get Silksong. I'm happy about that. Another one I'm happy about, another thing I'm happy about, they did announce. Hold on, let me get to it first before I keep talking. Okay. So, yeah, was very excited about this one. We finally got GameCube on Nintendo Online. Or Nintendo Switch Online. It's still Nintendo Switch Online. It's not Nintendo Switch 2 Online. We've been waiting for this for a while. GameCube games, I don't think... there's an entire generation that has not played them. They're not the most accessible games, unless you hack a console or something. Or play, on an emulator. But yeah, Wind Waker, if you guys haven't played it, one of my all-time favorite games. I think that list keeps going past the top 5. Incredible title. I wish they gave us the HD remake for the Wii. That would have been awesome. Oh, Soul Calibur 2. This was the game that got me into Soul Calibur because you get to play Link. And it's so crazy to see a very violent version of Link in this. There he is, look. I actually loved the graphics. I thought it looked so cool. And also, at that time, they had exclusive characters per console, and Link was the one exclusive for the GameCube. Now, we didn't get F-Zero. I think it makes sense because you don't really want them to have Mario Kart along with F-Zero. You don't want to give, you don't want to split your IPs like that. You don't want them competing like that. But we are getting a port of the GameCube one. I've never played this one, to be honest. But that's cool. And this also has online. So you can play with friends. And online with friends. I'm not sure if it's online worldwide. So outside of that, I think there's also a few titles that they mentioned on there at the end screen. Oh, you do have, you can save, you can remap controllers. They did announce, okay, yeah, there we go. So on the end screen, we have Sunshine, Fire Emblem, Pokemon XD, Mario Strikers, Chibi Robo, Luigi's Mansion, and we do get there's one more title there, I forgot. But we do get the Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classic controller that has that new C button. So I am excited about that. I wonder if they're going to do different colors. I think they're just going to go with purple, which is like the OG launch edition. Super excited. I actually have like 4 GameCube inspired, no, like 6 Nintendo Switch and GameCube inspired controllers from third parties. I'm very excited about this one. I love a good controller. And that was my predictions. What did I get right? 2? 2. I mean, technically we did get another Zelda game. We got Warriors, I think, which is 3 or Warriors 2 DLC. I'm not sure. Picto Chat, I guess you can compare that to their take on chat, which is how they decided to start the Nintendo Direct, pretty much. They started with Mario Kart Worlds, which... Okay, let's do this correctly. Let's go one thing at a time. So it started off with Mario Kart Worlds, I believe. And the big thing here that we didn't expect, at least I didn't expect, was it's open world, and hence the name, I guess. But that is a lot like Forza. In Forza, if you haven't played a Forza game, Forza Horizon, it's a world that's like a map, and you can drive around and go to races and go to places and stuff like that. It's really cool. And in Forza, you can go online and see random people that you can race with. I think the take here is similar, but I think it's going to be friends only. So if you do want to play with friends, you can meet up in the world and probably do some kind of mini games and do races together. I don't know if it's worldwide. I hope it is, but I'm sure it's going to have all the other features we like of Mario Kart Online. So I'm very excited about this one. Let's see. Outside of that, then we done did it. Okay, hold on. Oh yeah, so we're also getting a Mario Kart World Direct on April 17th, which I'm very excited about. I'm excited about too many things here, to be honest. And I think this is probably the most problematic one. It's really difficult to understand why this looks so weird. So they decided to okay, let me rewind a little bit. Now we know what the C button does on the right Joy-Con. It is for chat, game chat. So technically, the C button should have been probably a G button. But it's chat, okay? And it's pretty much replacing our capture button. So wait, is it still the capture button? That's what it is, isn't it? So when you press it, now instead of getting like that capture, like it just records everything, you get this new UI. And in it, you have a few options, at least from what I can see here. And that includes things like, of course, chat, which opens up these little like screens at the bottom. And like Discord or any other kind of video chat, what happens is if you're, if you have a little avatar, it'll show that avatar. It'll move when you talk. It'll show your name. But now they have a camera. And the camera allows you to do like webcam stuff. Where is it that we had a webcam before? There was another console like 10, 15 years ago. What was it? Was it the Wii U? Was it? I can't remember. No, it was I don't even know it was Nintendo. It was something. I think it was Xbox. This looks like it's from 15 years ago. But it's pretty much a webcam on a stick. And there's a few problems here. Let's talk about the mic first. The microphone seems to be on the console. So if you're playing in docked mode and that console is far away from you, I'm guessing like, 5 feet? Apparently they're saying it'll hear you. It'll capture that audio. But not only that, they're saying it has noise cancellation, or it seems to have some type of noise cancellation. So your voice is still going to come clear. I'm guessing they're probably... Oh, unavailable. They just made it unavailable right now. So I'm guessing what they did is, because of that issue we had where it went down, they're probably going to re-upload the full thing. That really sucks. I have no reference right now. Okay, but yeah, so the microphone on the Switch is not going to have great noise cancellation. I don't care what they say. There's no way you're going to have a blender behind the guy, looks like a ninja, going full blast, and that somehow it's going to just pick up your voice nice and clear. So that tells me, one, the quality is going to be low, because you're not going to put a super expensive mic in there and get that price down to like $399. And two, there's probably a chance that they're putting a microphone on the Pro controller, which was not announced. So I am expecting maybe, possibly, something on the Pro controller. I heard there's an audio jack on there, so you can't put headphones, or probably just use Bluetooth for that. But I would not trust the microphone on the console itself. But it's an awesome option for handheld mode. I actually love that. The PS5 does the same thing with their controller. So it sounds great. If you don't have a mic, it's an awesome option. What else? Okay, so the camera. The camera looks very basic. I feel like it's going to be one of those accessories that releases, no one buys it, it disappears. 10 years later, no one remembers it. No offense. Because the quality on that camera looks bad. They do the background cutout, but it doesn't look that well done. And I think that has to do, once again, with the processing on there. I'm guessing the Switch is going to have to do some of that processing, because I don't know how, maybe I'm not that tech savvy. So maybe the camera has some onboard way of handling that processing for that background removal. If that's the case, then that's great. And maybe they'll give you an option to just not remove the background and have better, you know, performance out of the console or something. Because if you're playing a game in 4K, even at like 30 frames per second on the Switch 2, I don't know how that's going to affect performance. Having a camera that's keying out your background and you have all this chat stuff going on, you're possibly recording or capturing screenshots, whatever it is. That sounds like a lot for this little console to do. I still don't know about the internals, so I'd love to learn more about that. But yeah, not the most exciting. So I didn't get Picto Chat, but we did get Game Chat. Now, I'm going to see if they upload this again, because I really want to go through it. Gosh. Okay, let me check their Twitter real quick. Okay, so apparently, and by the way, guys, I'm going to keep an eye on the... Let me play something in the background, because it's a little awkward here. Let's go to the Switch reveal. Oh, gosh. I went to their popular videos, and it doesn't seem they have much of the new stuff on there. 13 minutes ago. Oh, okay, wait, hold on. I think we have new videos. So we have an overview trailer. Let's check this out. Okay, hold on. Is this is 13 minutes ago? Okay, here we go. Here we go.
The Nintendo Switch 2 system can adapt to suit your situation, however you like to play. In TV mode, use the dock to play on a bigger screen. In tabletop mode, place your system however you like using the stand, and share a controller with a friend. In handheld mode, play anywhere you go. With these 3 play modes, you can enjoy playing whenever and wherever you want. All together, anytime, anywhere. Let's take a look at some features of Nintendo Switch 2 and how it's improved from the Nintendo Switch system. At 7.9 inches, Switch 2 has a bigger built-in screen. Here's how that compares to Nintendo Switch. The system's thickness remains the same.
Okay, so right away they talked about the screen. They did not mention OLED. If it was OLED, guaranteed they would have said it. So I'm guessing we're back to an LCD.
With approximately double the pixels compared to Switch, you can enjoy games in greater detail on the 1080p screen.
Okay, if you're new or you don't know, on the Switch in handheld right now, what you're getting is like 720p, sometimes less. But now we're going to get full HD. I don't know to what capacity. Maybe there's some games that can and can't do it. As to what frame rate, that's a whole other question. I really need to see more info on specs on those games specifically to, well, you know, on those new games. Oh, and there is a bezel, as you can see right here. There is a pretty chunky bezel on there. And if it's LCD, in my opinion, it still looks good. I'm not, you know, that big of a jerk when it comes to LCD versus OLED. Up to 120 frames per second.
The screen supports up to 120 frames per second, allowing for smoother gameplay in supported titles.
Now look, that is Super Mario Wonder Mario, I believe. And Super Mario Wonder, I definitely think they can do that at 120 frames per second. At that point, we're talking about HD. We're not talking about 4K. So if you're thinking docked mode at more than 60 frames per second, you're wrong. That's not going to happen. But I will say there's a bunch of titles that Nintendo can easily go to 120 frames per second. I've never experienced that. I've never really played with hacked ROMs or anything like that. I absolutely love high frame rates. So I think this is a really exciting thing. If you have a pretty OLED 4K TV minimum, it's going to look beautiful. And we also have HDR. Vivid LCD, it's right there. So
the LCD screen is more vivid and supports HDR, providing more contrast between light and dark areas of the images.
So that sort of makes up for it not being OLED.
The all-new Joy-Con 2 controllers connect magnetically. Strong magnets keep the controllers firmly attached to the system.
Get ready for every single video of people, can you detach the Joy-Con without hitting the button, the release button? And I'm pretty sure there's probably a clip in there or something holding it, no? Otherwise, why would it need a release? Unless it's just hiding the magnet so it easily releases.
Easily by pressing the release button on the back.
That release button is much bigger, much easier to access, which thank goodness, man. As someone with big fingers, it's a pain in the butt to get to that little tiny release one on the current Switch. This is a big one.
The SL and SR buttons are bigger for greater comfort and control when playing with a Joy-Con 2 held horizontally.
This is big for me too because, you know, the straps are... I think you need the straps for kids because they'll swing that thing out and it'll break a TV, of course. But as someone who, whenever I did play it in tabletop mode, I don't normally carry the straps, you know. So it's much easier to just use those without the strap. I love the idea of bigger buttons. Very simple, so effective.
The left and right sticks are now larger.
So, guys, I guess I'm trying to talk to Nintendo directly here. I don't know how you just skip through one of the biggest fears people have about your new Joy-Cons. The Joy-Cons were notoriously known for drift. I myself, I'm like paranoid, so I actually didn't get drift on any of my personal Joy-Cons, but my kids did, and it's bad. Now, they've been repairing these since about the launch of the Switch. So they've been repairing Joy-Cons on the Switch, on the original Switch, for over 8 years, almost 8 years. And now we get the new one, the new okay, let me breathe. And now with the Switch 2, they show us the new analog sticks, and they don't mention anything except that they're larger. Nothing on drift prevention tech. They didn't even have to say Hall effect. I don't think they want to use that tech, I'm guessing. But we'll see. There's going to be a teardown soon, guaranteed, where someone's going to find out. And I'd be willing to bet that the better investment for Nintendo is to add some type of Hall effect or drift-resistant tech in there instead of wasting so much money on repairs.
Each Joy-Con 2 controller can be used as a mouse, opening up even more ways to play in compatible games. Both the left and right Joy-Con 2s...
Okay, so real quick, we did get the reveal of mouse controls finally. I mean, I think even the original sort of slid them around. But no information on it. So it says mouse controls only available in compatible games. So it's not something you can map to like an analog stick. So
support mouse controls, so you can also play certain games using 2 mice, like this. By adjusting the...
Okay, so hold on. Back to the mouse. So yeah, they had this drift, this drag game, whatever, we'll see the title again. I think it's now making more sense to me as sort of like a tech demo, and that's why it looks the way it does. That's not really the best way to showcase mouse controls, though. I think the problem is that normally you would, on a keyboard and mouse situation, you have your left hand on buttons and then your right hand on, on your keyboard, and then you have your right hand on a mouse. Now, they want you to use both, so they want to be fun with it, but that means you need a flat surface. It has to be at the right height to use it correctly. And like I said, that's why the sensor matters. You need to be able to use it on multiple surfaces, glass, wood, bumpy, all that stuff. So I don't know if it can. I don't see people sitting down at a desk to play a Nintendo Switch. And also, especially it's like having 2 mice. It's weird, right? So I'm guessing what's going to happen is we're going to see support for the right as a mouse and the left just the buttons. Sort of like think of it like the Wii with the nunchuck and the buttons, but like, was it swapped out? I can't remember. But something like that. It makes more sense. But yes, first-person shooters with a mouse is always the best way to play. One thing I didn't see them mention is on Metroid. Let me go to Metroid real quick. Metroid Prime 4. Oh, it's not here. But yeah, on Metroid Prime 4, they did not mention that you can use motion controls. They said you can use the mouse to aim and shoot, but nothing on motion controls. And if you can't use the mouse, you can default to the motion control. So I'm guessing it's still going to be there, but they just didn't announce it or mention it.
By adjusting the audio balance between the ranges, sounds from the built-in speakers are clearer and more natural in handheld and tabletop modes. It has a built-in microphone, so you can voice chat with friends anytime via game chat. It also uses noise-canceling technology to filter sounds, so your voice will come through clearly.
You can't just say your voice is going to come through clearly, because I've used a lot of noise cancellation tech, and even the best of it, you can still get, you know, that background sound in a little bit. So I'm very curious how this is going to sound. But yeah, also I've never had a problem with how the audio sounds on the Switch. I think the OLED has awesome speakers, so improved speakers are never, you know, improved audio is never a bad thing. But now they are throwing in 3D.
Even if you don't have a surround sound system, games can be enjoyed with more immersive, three-dimensional sound, as if it were coming from all around you.
I think that's Epona, pretty sure.
Place your Nintendo Switch 2 however you like with a large, sturdy stand. You can move it freely, like this.
Same stand, it's just more skeletonized.
In addition to the USB-C port found on the bottom of the system, there's one on top as well.
Now, this is something that just makes sense for, you know, day-to-day use. Like if you dock the Switch and whatever, they'll showcase it right now. But this actually makes it very so this is actually a very big deal for third parties, because they can implement powered accessories. So this is, you know, some people thought they'd probably give you a second screen, like a Nintendo DS, 3DS situation, which technically you can. If you can power something through it with enough, you know, I don't think it can actually, never mind. But this is going to be fun. What I'm really looking forward to is I want Nyko to release that worm light for this. It makes absolutely no sense because, you know, the Switch is backlit, but I just want it for nostalgic reasons. Yeah.
It's handy for connecting a USB-C camera.
This is the camera I talked about, you know, we just talked about. This camera is literally just a stick. I wonder if it's even metal, probably plastic. And it looks like a very generic-y looking camera. USB-C.
USB-C camera. Or charging in tabletop mode. Nintendo Switch 2 comes with 256 gigabytes of internal storage, 8 times that of Nintendo Switch, for storing your game downloads, save data, and more.
Okay, hold on. So look, yes, it's much more storage, of course, compared to 32 gigs, which is crazy to think of. You have to remember, too, that the original Switch, it needed that internal memory to save specific things that it could not save on cartridges, because cartridges were read-only, flash cards, and micro SD cards in the console. So things like, I believe it's updates. I think it's game updates or game saves. I can't remember. But either way, there was storage. That storage was specifically used for that stuff. Now, 32 gigs with a few games, it's gone. So it had to reserve some of that internal memory, and that's why a micro SD card was such a necessity for your console. Now, even at 200 plus, they did not mention how much bigger Switch 2 games are going to be. And if that's the case, I'm very curious how much how much that storage actually means. Because even now, like, I would not suggest getting a 256 gig card. I'd say get a 510 plus card. And
writing data is
now we're
also
talk about
faster.
the new SD cards as well.
Use the Nintendo Switch 2 dock to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games. HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Okay, so this is great. We actually get to see a little bit of a glimpse of how it looks to dock this. Now, 4K support.
Use the...
Okay, so what can that actually mean? I don't, hold on.
Nintendo Switch
let's
2
dig in a little
dock
bit more.
to connect to your TV and enable up to 4K resolution for compatible games.
Okay, yeah, there it is. So some games are going to have 4K resolution. That most likely is going to be probably like, you know, the classic retro-ish looking Nintendo games that we're used to. I don't think we're going to get beautiful, big, new AAA titles in 4K. And if we do, they're probably going to be locked at, what, 30 frames per second? 60 frames per second would be a wish list item there. But I think everyone's going to be playing their Switch in a 4K TV at 1080 stretched out, because if you can get 120 frames per second for some of these games, even 60 frames per second, it gives you that much more fluid experience, which is what you're going to want.
HDR is also supported in TV mode.
Yes, I saw that they uploaded again. I'm just watching this quick the overview trailer just to go through it, and then I'll go check out the games next. On here, we do have a glimpse of the system settings. It has system screen HDR output. You can take it on and off. TV resolution. So now you can go from 720 to 2160, but they're not going to show you anything on frames per second here. So I guess that's going to be reliant on the games you play. You're going to have to check the specs. Yeah, that makes sense. You sort of need to have a fan in there, because I don't know how you're going to do
the Nintendo Switch 2 dock.
4K on a Switch console that small.
Dock has a built-in fan that keeps your system cool.
It's going to need one.
This helps keep performance stable.
Oh yeah, you know what? No Name Bro, you're completely right. So angry that the UI. Sorry, let me read your comment. So angry that the UI is identical to the Switch one. You're completely right. They did show that. I did not even think about that, but let me see. Where did I see it? Well, I'll check it out again. But yeah, I actually wanted an updated UI. I think the UI is so boring, but that's probably intentional, because they just want you to focus on playing games and not in the UI. If you guys remember the 3DS, or if you play the 3DS, even the DS. Well, actually, no, I can't remember the DS now. But yeah, the 3DS had one of my favorite UIs of all time. It was really fun. It's something you could just play around in, and it felt like a game almost, to organize your little icons and the menus and all that stuff is really fun. But this one is very just bland.
On Nintendo Switch 2, you can play Nintendo Switch 2 games.
Okay, so some Nintendo Switch games may not be supported or fully compatible with Nintendo Switch 2. You know, normally that's a bummer, but I think this makes sense, because some games use specific tech that I don't think the Switch 2 has, that being the IR reader. There was no mention of one. I didn't see any. I'm pretty sure it's out, and it's, in my opinion, probably the least used thing on there in the original Switch. So that's probably what's happening here, is that they cannot guarantee that every game is going to be compatible. And I don't think that we're going to see developers go back to their old games and release an update to swap out IR features for something else. It's just a lot of work, and they're probably not going to get any money for it.
As compatible Nintendo Switch games. Physical and digital games are supported.
So, did they announce the cartridges? Did I miss it? Wait, they didn't announce the new cartridges. Not announce, sorry. They didn't showcase the new cartridges on here, right? Did I miss it? I'm going to have to go watch the video again. Let's go check that video, by the way. Okay, so videos, 4 minutes ago. Okay, so now we have all the trailers. That's great. We can check out the trailers and go through those real quick. But first, let's see. Oh, okay, so they have individual videos for everything here. No, wait, hold on. The new Mario Kart is over 60% more expensive than Tears of the Kingdom in Sweden. No way. Is the pricing out? Did they announce the pricing on here? This is Mario Kart World. Let's see this. Oh, what? I just saw the pricing, guys. Hold on, let's just skip Oh, this cannot be real. This cannot be real, dude. This is not Nintendo at all.
Different location.
Wait, it might just be. Hold on. Get to the price.
Across the entire world. The game launches on the same day as Nintendo Switch 2. More details about this title will be shared in an upcoming Mario Kart World Direct. So be on the lookout for more information
Did they
in
announce
the
the
future.
pricing in the video? They didn't, huh? Yeah, I saw it on Twitter just now. Okay, so guys, this
Mario Kart.
Okay, so Mario Kart World, a launch title for the Nintendo Switch 2, has an MSRP of $79.99. That's insane. That's insane. $80 for Mario Kart? Oh no. So now The Verge, okay, so Matthew, The Verge is saying $4.99 for the Switch 2. That actually was my guess, like last year. I thought it would be $4.99. And people made fun of me. But with the economy and the way things are right now, dude, I cannot believe it. So okay, so what you're saying now is that it might be $4.99 and it might be $4.49 without Mario Kart. So that's the bundle. So the bundle is $4.99. Holy smokes. Guys, I'll be honest, as a kid who played Super Nintendo back when I was little, I was blessed to have a console like that. And just like 2 cartridges was mind-blowing. I don't know who can afford $500 consoles right now. That's a lot. That's a lot. And also, guess what? You know how many households have more than one Nintendo Switch? So let's say a family household, okay? Let's say 3 at least. There's probably a potential that most of those households who play games to begin with have 2 Switch consoles. At this price, $500 with Mario Kart, I don't see anyone having 2 consoles per household anytime soon. Gosh. And, Nintendo Switch Online, too. And they did not announce whether or not they're going to increase the price of Nintendo Switch Online. Because right now, it's probably the cheapest of all 3, Xbox, compared to Xbox and PlayStation. But by throwing in GameCube, throwing in additional features, they can easily say the price is going up. Also, guys, they did not announce the price of the Nintendo Switch on any of the footage we saw. So the pricing is being kept hidden, and normally that's always done. Why? Because they're sort of embarrassed to show it. Holy smokes. $4.99. I mean, my throat is getting dry. And also, I don't know why, but for some reason, when I think of Nintendo, I always think like I'm talking down to the child version of myself and telling the child version of myself that, hey, so the console is really expensive. It's really expensive. And the games are really expensive. And it's not... Oh, man, I'm really bummed out, guys. Look, you can tell, by the way, because of the way my voice is changing here. This is not a very exciting time to be a kid right now. At least, if money's a problem. Let's say it that way. Which, if you're middle class and down, probably is. Okay, hold on. So, Lord Sakai, it's confirmed to be Nintendo sent an email to some YouTubers like Nintendo Prime. It will just be for the base console to be $449 and for the bundle $499 USD. Okay, so first I want to just, on the bright side, I was right. I was right. I'm going to say it. I was right. You should have listened to me, everyone. On the not so bright side, I'm sort of bummed out to be right about that. That price is just pretty high. Oh, okay. So pre-orders are going to go live on the 8th. As a heads up, normally I go through my Feedly. I go through my feeds, my Twitter and all that stuff. But I'm here hanging out with you guys so we can sort of discover everything live. So we do have, okay, so Lord Sakai is saying the pre-orders will go live on the 8th. That gives us a lot of time to hang out. Apparently I saw that there's Nintendo Switch accessories already out there. I'm not supposed to say a lot, but I do have some companies let me keep it generic. I have companies sending me Nintendo Switch 2 accessories, and you know, a lot of it you probably expect what's going to release, but there's some really cool stuff that people are working on, and one of them is going to actually be from Genki, who is doing a live stream, and I want to see if I can capture that, get that on here. Let me see, when is there? Okay, so in 1 hour, let's see. I think we're probably going to hang out here for a while, but at 12, Genki is doing a live stream, and I want to watch what they announced there. I think it's what they announced at CES. Was it CES? It's going to be, I believe, a grip case. So we're going to check that out live. And also, if you can't hang out, because this is probably a little dull here, don't worry. I'm going to clip out tons of this stuff. There's a lot of information here, and I just want to capture it all live. So that's exciting. Let me check the big guys. So like 8-Bit Dough. Let's see what 8-Bit Dough is saying. If anything, their social marketing stuff is a little generic-y, not in a bad way. Waterfield Designs, guys, one of my favorite bags for the Nintendo Switch. Fancy dancy stuff there. Okay, so they do have a post. Let me see. Can I post? I don't know how to use the browser on here that well, guys. Let me see. Hold on. Let me switch off to this. Let's go to the browser here. Interact. Yeah, I don't know how to use the browser on here. Okay. So let's go to Twitter. Can I use Twitter without logging in? It's going to ask me to, isn't it? Wow. For some reason, it has a 2021 post. All right, let's go back to Nintendo because I don't want to miss anything here. Now, they do have a website up for Nintendo Switch 2 accessories. These are official accessories, or at least officially, third-party, officially licensed? Let's see. Let me see. Let's go to the URL here. Okay, so this is the Switch 2 accessories page. It does have the webcam, which we saw, Joy-Cons, and the Pro Controller. So let's see, what can we actually interact with this here? Oh my gosh, guys, I don't know how to use the browser on here. I'm embarrassed. Give me a second here. I don't know how to use it. I'm going to have to share a screen, but I didn't pre-plan for it. So, why can't I? Sorry, guys. I'm going to lose all of you right here. I know it. And rightfully so. Okay, so it's right click. There we go. No, I can't. Guys, I don't think OBS makes it so you can actually scroll a website on here. Let's see, hold on. Okay. Wow, this is weird. It's an entire thing to scroll on here. I can't do it. So I'm just gonna, let me find another way to showcase this on the YouTube page. So let's go on YouTube and watch what they have on there while I figure out how you use OBS, apparently. Okay. Sorry, guys. I appreciate your patience. I do. Okay, so here we go. Okay, let's go on here and let's just see what they've uploaded, because apparently they have some accessories on here. I don't think they do, or I don't see it. So they do have, okay, so I think they put a bunch of videos on here. Nothing on accessories, but anyways, I'll just tell you by what I see here, and I'll put a video on for this one. Okay, so right now nothing is on sale yet, which is good, so don't panic. But we do have an official Nintendo Switch 2 page, and on there we have the accessories that they mentioned in the video and some extra ones, which actually look great. So the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro Controller is on here. It's $80, as much as a game. which I think is pretty much on par with what happened on the official launch, right? It was like the same price as a game. USB-C charging cable included. This controller includes a C button for opening the game chat menu at any time. GR buttons that can freely remappable buttons are here from an official Nintendo controller. Actually, technically, you could on the Switch Joy-Cons remap them to anything using the settings, but yeah. So now we have new GL and GR buttons that you can remap, and we also have an audio jack for headphones and headsets and other features. It has HD Rumble 2. I did not see Rumble mentioned anywhere. So apparently we're at HD Rumble 2, which is great. It has motion controls. It has built-in amiibo functionality with 2 asterisks. Asterisks? I never had to say it out loud. But we're going to find out why. Let's see. Okay, amiibo not included, duh. So we do have NFC on here, which is great. And that's also why they're going to keep selling amiibos. The C button's on there. It's at the bottom, right underneath. And then we have that audio jack again, 4-pole stereo, 3.5mm mini plug. Mini plug. So is that a smaller one? CTIA standard. Okay, well, and it's only for the Nintendo Switch 2, so you can't use it for the Switch 1, which makes sense. Although, how does it work? Is it Bluetooth? Because if it's Bluetooth, can't you use that on PC? I'll be testing that out when I get my hands on it. But yeah, it looks nice. Actually, I thought it looked skinny, but then they have this other image of it where it looks a little chonky. Oh, and the extra buttons are on the grip. So I'll show that on the video when I clip this out. Then we also have the left and right Joy-Cons on there as well, which I'm excited for. $90, guys. $90 for a pair of Joy-Cons. And if they're not drift resistant, this is not going to look good in the press. I can already see the Twitter rage towards pricing alone. Okay, so Joy-Con 2 charging grip. The charging grip, okay? So it's not like a normal... back then, the original Switch came with a grip, but it didn't have charging on it. You could buy it an additional grip with charging, and this one's going to be $35. It has like a clear shell for the grip. Looks fine, not a big deal. Let me see. Does it have any additional features? Oh, it does have GL and GR buttons, so you can map them. That's awesome. That looks great. Joy-Con 2 straps, $13. Okay. And then now we do have something else new here. We have Joy-Con 2 wheels, a set of 2 for $20. I'm guessing they're just plastic. There's probably not much tech in there. Hit the road with these fun steering wheel attachments. How fun is that? That's all they do. There's not much else. So it's just pretty much, a gimmicky accessory, but I'm a sucker for that stuff. So, yeah. Then we do have the Nintendo Switch 2 camera, $50. I guess it's actually probably maybe the most decently priced thing on here. The description doesn't show much else. It's just pretty much what we expect. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock set. Listen, I need multiple docks because I use it in multiple places. $109 for the Nintendo Switch 2 dock set. If I recall correctly, I think the original Switch dock was like $80. Was it? Something like that? Was it $50? I can't remember. But $100 for a dock, I guess it makes sense. I guess, because it does have a fan, and it might have some additional tech in there that probably raises that price. It has a USB-C brick, USB-C charging cable, and it comes with an HDMI cable as well. Then we have a carrying case that looks pretty, it looks like every other generic hard shell carrying case. Just has the Nintendo Switch 2 logo on there. It's much bigger, of course. $35. So expect that to be the price range of third-party accessories. Normally, they all want to sell under the official price. They don't want to, they don't want to go head-to-head with Nintendo. So they're probably going to sell it for much less. Then we have a Nintendo Switch 2 all-in-one carrying case, which should have been a cube. It looks like a big square, and it's just it's like every other big travel case where you can put everything inside. Oh, wait, and that one is $80? $80 to carry everything. I'm not doing too hot, guys. I'm struggling here. I mean, I'm gonna rack up a price list, okay, of just like a basic bundle of Nintendo Switch 2 stuff, okay, and it doesn't look good. I'm gonna make a video on that actually, so I'm not gonna do it live here. But yeah, Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter, the last thing on their accessories list. The Nintendo Switch 2 AC adapter, which is a USB-C charging brick with like a wall outlet and a USB-C cable, is $30 freaking dollars. There is no information. There's no specs on it, so we don't know what it's actually doing in there, because I'm pretty sure you're going to find a third-party accessory that's much better than that. Do not buy that stuff, guys. Please, I'm begging you. Now, oh, finally, we do have micro SD express cards. I don't think they released yet, but guys, I found a 1 terabyte Lexar Play Pro card, the micro SD express card, and it is $200. I guess that's probably, I mean, it's twice as much as the, I don't know if the pricing is actually that bad for 1 terabyte. And it's sort of new tech, right? So maybe it's not the worst, but $200 for 1 terabyte. I guess that's also on par with what you're seeing on the Xbox and PlayStation. On the Xbox, their cards, I forgot what they're called, but their expansion cards are about, you can get them on sale for like $150, and that's a good sale, but they're normally around $200. So I guess that's what we're seeing here too. So if you want to go 1 terabyte, put your full library or most of your library on a Nintendo Switch console, it's going to be $200. And also, if it's new tech, I don't know how new it is. Be careful, because sometimes new stuff like this can break. It can be buggy. There could be issues. So I like to sort of wait. So I would say play it safe, stay under 1 terabyte, do something that's in your budget. I'd say around 500 gigs should be fine. And yeah, so just prepare, guys, because it's going to be a very, very expensive console cycle. I think most people are looking at spending little by little throughout the years, because we're probably looking at a 10-year console here. I wouldn't be surprised. A console generation, let's say that, because I'm pretty sure in 2 years we're going to get a Switch Lite 2, possibly a Switch 2 OLED, and who knows what else. But I'd love to see them be a little bit more, I don't know what the word is, a bit more adventurous with their tech. Because this is almost like a Wii U situation here. The Wii U release, people didn't know what it was, but here, everyone knows what this is. It's just like a better Switch. And that's fine. Okay, so let me see what other videos we have here real quick. That's not new. Okay, so what I'm going to do is play one of these and figure out how OBS, the OBS browser will allow me to scroll, which is apparently asking for a lot. So let's look at their showcase, because they did a partner showcase little thing here. Well, let's go to the part 2. Hold on, let me go to part 1. I wonder if this is longer, because the one they showed us was pretty short. And I missed some of these, by the way. One of the biggest games on that console will be Silksong. Guaranteed. Because if you've ever played Hollow Knight, one of my all-time favorite games, okay? You have to play it if you like Metroidvanias. It is, I will say, the best Metroidvania I've ever played. And Silksong is the sequel we've been waiting for. I can't even remember now how long it's been. But I played the original on the Switch, and it was my favorite way to experience it. It's much better than on PC or on a big screen for me. And now I get to do that with Silksong, which is awesome. But I'm telling you right now, Silksong will be one of the best-selling games on the Switch, and they just showcased it in a 5-second clip. Okay, sorry guys, I had to restart the browser because it's an OBS thing, but they hid this wheel, so I couldn't do this. Okay, so let me go back to that video real quick. All right, hold on. So there is some really good stuff in here. Okay, so Wild Hearts, it's like a Monster Hunter wannabe, but it's fun. Witchbrook, if you like, you know, these style of like 2D games, you're gonna love this one because it's been in development for a while now. It's Chucklefish, who's done some awesome stuff before. They did Wargroove, right? Am I right? Please let me be. I'm pretty positive I'm right about that. But yeah, they did Wargroove 1 and 2, which is one of my favorite like turn-based strategy games. Let me see here. So that one's gonna be really fun. Looks beautiful. I'm already seeing some bad news too on Twitter, guys. I don't know what. Okay, this one I'm very excited for. If you played the Ninja Turtles, what was it? Ninja Turtles, Shredder. There's too many games for me to remember all the titles. Shredder's Revenge, okay? One of my favorite little indie games. It's like a beat 'em up in the style of like The Simpsons. Remember the Simpsons arcade games? Those old classic beat 'em up games. This is .emu, the new Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which is in that same style. It looks awesome. Apparently you can like switch between characters on the fly. It looks really cool. We're getting Outlaws. Outlaws, I didn't get the chance to play. It was really expensive. But I'm excited to play on the Switch. That's what that was. Okay, that was Outlaws. Now Civ. Okay, they just rushed through it there, but Civ is going to be on there. It's going to be great to use with the mouse. Oh, what is that? I missed that one. Fast Fusion. Okay. I mean, there is not going to be a lack of games on the launch of the Switch 2. That was the issue with the first one. I'll never forget everyone complaining, including myself, by the way. I'm not trying to be high-mighty here. But, oh, I love that one. Everyone was saying there's no games on the Switch, but they had Breath of the Wild, which is one of the biggest games that Nintendo has ever launched with. Incredible. And yeah, another all-time favorite there. So yeah, this is part 1 of their partner showcase videos, and they have another. Is this the second one?
I have long observed.
Okay, so yeah, so this was one of the rumored titles, Elden Ring.
Between.
Okay, hold on. Let's watch a little bit here.
Is in dire need of repair. You can see them, can't you? The rays of grace that guide you through your burden.
So the graphics, of course, you know, they're not anywhere near the level of what you'll see on a PlayStation or Xbox, PC, of course. But this looks better than what I could make it look on the Steam Deck, at least from that glance we got there. Now, Tarnished Edition, I don't know if that means like this is like the Switch edition, but hopefully that includes the DLC. If that's the case, get ready for a $100 game. Minimum. And I don't know if they actually did the DLC on there.
From Supergiant Games. Here to say that Hades 2 is coming
was
to
super
Switch
excited
2.
about Hades 2. If you haven't played Hades 1, do yourself a favor, buy it right now. It's one of my favorite roguelite games. Is it roguelite or roguelike? It's one of, is it both? It could be both, I guess, right? But yeah, I have intentionally avoided this one on Steam. It's been an early, what is it, early release or early, whatever, I forgot what it is. But I've been avoiding it, so I'm looking forward to playing it. Street Fighter 6. Love Street Fighter, no offense. I have not played a lot of it. I've been sort of avoiding it just because I've been doing so much other Nintendo Switch related stuff. But I'm super hyped to see it on here. And get ready for the fight sticks, guys. The fight sticks I have for the PS5 are awesome. So if you like fight sticks, get ready for the ones that we're going to see from Hori, from every other company at this point. We got some new amiibos with them too, so that's cool.
Arsenal boot sequence.
This is Deus. What was this one again?
At normal levels.
This is okay. So Daemon X Machina. This released around the what? The first year of the Switch, the original Switch, and I think a lot of people avoided it, myself included. Not because I didn't want to play it, it's just that there was a lot going on at the time, and it sort of disappeared. I haven't heard anyone talk about it since it came out. But one thing you should know is when Hori released the split pad, those big split pads, it was alongside this game. They made an addition. That black one was for the original. What is it?
Destroy all humanity.
No, because we're in
so
the middle
cool
of
little
a
tip
war.
for
Don't you get
tip hint Easter egg. I don't know. Little info, a bite of info there.
Oh, children.
Okay, I'm sorry, Chad. I've been ignoring here. MicroSD Express cards has read and write at around 900, 500 MB, and 128 gigs is around $50. With the PS5, you get an SSD with 1 terabyte for around $50 with read and write at 5,000 by 3,000 or 3,000 MB. Yeah, I did not mention that, but yes, the PlayStation played it smart, which is a little okay. So just a quick little tidbit here. PlayStation had this really bad situation with the Vita where they had proprietary memory, so a memory solution, let's call it that. So if you wanted to upgrade the storage in there, you had to buy their specific cards. And thank goodness that was hacked and they dealt with that later on. But my point being that Sony sort of learned a lesson and they said, hey, look, we're not going to mess with our proprietary memory stuff. And with the PS5, they're actually using SSDs that you can use on a PC, sort of. So that means to expand that memory, it's much more affordable. You have much more competition, which keeps those prices down. Now with the Switch, you did have micro SD cards, which everyone uses for all kinds of stuff on phones and all this stuff. So the competition was there to keep prices at a decent price, I guess. But we did see prices go down really fast in the Switch's lifetime. Now, with Express cards, I don't really know that much tech that uses those cards. I'm guessing it might be like cameras, possibly newer phones. So that price is going to be pretty high right now. But yeah, so expect to be paying a pretty penny for micro SD Express cards for at least the first year or two.
Let me tell you this. If you like It Takes Two,
Split Fiction, for those who don't know,
trust me.
is like a sort of like a full how can I explain it? It's just like a co-op game, a co-op adventure game. It's from the same guys that made
across the world.
Oh gosh, I forgot the other game.
We're
What was it called?
excited to announce that EA Sports FC will be coming to Nintendo Switch 2. Madden NFL will also be arriving on the Nintendo platform.
Gosh, what is it?
EA
Hold on.
Sports.
Make
It's in
this
the
up.
game.
What is it?
Hi, I'm Alan Tu from Avalanche Software. We
Sorry,
are
guys, I'm
bringing
very tired.
Hogwarts Legacy to Nintendo Switch 2.
I think we're all tired, aren't we?
With enhanced graphics and seamless world transitions.
Oh, It Takes Two. Sorry.
You'll be immersed in
I
the
always
Wizarding world like
mix
never
it up
before.
with the prison game for some reason.
And the new mouse controls on Switch
Yeah, so
2
we're also getting
give you even
Hogwarts
more ways
Legacy
to
a
experience the
bit
adventure.
late. Well, no, wait, we do. It's already on the
Discovered
Switch.
Enhanced Magic when
But this
Hogwarts
is the
Legacy
enhanced
launches on the same
version.
day as Switch 2.
Rumors had it that they were working on DLC, even though they said they weren't. But apparently Warner Brothers canceled it because, of course, they don't like money. So, and we are also getting the remake of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 and 4. Yes, Bam Margera is in it now, thanks to Tony Hawk. So that's cool. These are one of the most fun, like, pick up and play games I remember playing as a kid. But if I'm being honest, I'll probably play this for like 30 minutes and then forget about it completely. Just because that's how it is. And we have a SpongeBob map, which is awesome. I don't remember if that was in the original or not. Okay, so then we have...
Hitman,
oh yeah, Hitman. So this is a big one.
Nintendo Switch 2.
We're getting Hitman, but with one big... I don't think it's exclusive, but with one new character.
To accomplish his mission. And how each mission progresses will
If you haven't played Hitman, yes, you're an assassin, but I can't get through it because I end up laughing so much. Me and Kate have played some of it, and it's hysterical. It's way too much
fun.
fun.
We're excited to bring another familiar agent to the platform.
So yeah, 007, which is actually what I guessed right up to that point. But I don't know what 007. Is it going to be an actor? Is it going to be some generic 007? Are we doing the Pierce Brosnan, right? If it's Pierce Brosnan, yeah, let's do that, please, because I'd love that. I'm not sure if they're going to probably give us a Sean Connery, Daniel Craig. I don't know.
The story of
Bravely
Light and
Default,
Shadow that never
another
fades
title that is getting sort of a
reborn.
remaster, which I'm very excited for. I originally played this on the 3DS, and it was one of my favorite RPGs. It gave me a lot of like Final Fantasy Golden Sun vibes. And oh, actually, that's another thing I wanted. I want a Golden Sun in some way. We didn't get it, of course. That's how it works. So yes, I'm excited about this one.
And all new minigames with unique ways to play.
Let's check the news real quick, and I'll show you the websites now that I can scroll on here too.
Classic fantasy RPG, Bravely Default Flying Fairy HD Remaster. Set foot in Luxembourg as a warrior of light once more.
セガ龍が如くスタジオ代表の横山です。我々がお送りするタイトルは
Yakuza
龍が如くゼロ期待の場所ディレクターズカット
Haven't played it. Probably this is how I'll
1988年
start.
東京と大阪2つの
Zero's
歓
probably the
楽街を
best
舞台
place
に
to start,
地を
you
巡
know.
る争奪戦が勃発伝説の始まりを追加シーンとともにお楽しみください発売日は Nintendo Switch
That's the
2の
last one.
発売と
Now, guys,
な
I
り
do have some more news here,
今後のシリ
so
ーズ展開に
it's
も
all coming in
ぜひご期待くだ
fast.
さい
Now that I can show you, I can actually do this the right way. So first, let me show you the official Nintendo Switch accessories website. So let me show you that here. I don't know why my logo's showing back there. It's a little odd, but okay. I think it's keying out black for some reason. No, that's not my logo on the official page. I wish it was. Okay, so yeah, so we have this whole page here dedicated to Nintendo Switch 2 accessories. This is the Switch 2 Pro controller, which for some reason they decided not to show. I don't know why they didn't show that. That's sort of a big deal. So I'm guessing we're going to see it tomorrow or the following day. And as you see on there, it says HD Rumble 2. What does that mean? Is it more powerful? Is it more detailed? I'm guessing they're going to give us more info soon. Motion controls are confirmed. We have the NFC on there as well. We have the C button, the capture button. Oh, wait. So wait, okay, so the capture button is separate from the C button. I must have missed that. I can't remember. Okay, so the capture button is on the left Joy-Con. Okay, yeah. All right, so there's two. In my head, I thought they turned it into one big button. So now we have the capture button and the other button that starts with a C, but it's for game chat. Yes. Okay. And then we have the GL and GR buttons on the grips. So let's see if we can see that here. Also, like I said, it's a little chonky. You see this underside, this undercarriage here? It's a little chonky there. Okay, yeah, so those are the back buttons. So just like you see on almost every other controller these days, two little paddle, not even paddle, they're just normal buttons on the back. And my guilty Nintendo thing is I love the Pro Controller. I really don't use the D-pad that much, so it's still one of my favorite controllers. But it does look smaller. And it's in this kind of like whitish gray with black. A matte black almost. Okay, so at the bottom we do have an audio jack, 4-pole stereo, 3.5 millimeter mini plug. I don't know, the mini plug threw me off, but it's just 3.5 millimeter. So, which is great, by the way. Normally we're seeing less of that, but it makes a lot of sense. It's a very good, affordable option to use a wired headset. I'd say even for the Xbox, because it costs much less, and all you got to do is plug it into your controller. Also, of course, the original Pro controller for the Switch did not have one, right? I'm about positive. I've reviewed hundreds of controllers, so I can't remember, but I'm pretty positive it didn't. Next, we have the, price, of course, $80. $80 for the Switch 2 Pro controller. Oh, man, I can't believe the pricing. Okay, left and right Joy-Con, 2 controllers, $90. All the stuff we mentioned there before. Nothing new here, I don't think. Another pair. I mean, dude, you want to play 4 players with your Switch? Ideally, a pair of Joy-Cons per person is the best, so you can play everything. Now you're looking at 4 players, $90 for an extra pair on top of the $450 purchase. The charging grip, $35. It does have those back buttons, though. So I guess that sort of justifies the price a little bit. And it looks cool like the original did. Has that kind of clear shell. It's nowhere near as clear as that, just I'm guessing. The Joy-Con straps, which have this kind of skeletonized design. Very nice, very thin piece of plastic for $13. The Joy-Con 2 wheels, set of 2, $19.99. They don't do much else. They don't do anything else. They just hold the Joy-Con and they give you access to the L and R buttons, I'm guessing, right? I think that's probably what's going on at the top. Or they're probably at the back. Let me see. So yeah, they give us access to those buttons. I can't really tell what that is. I'll check that out once it's released. Nintendo Switch 2 camera, surprisingly the cheapest. I thought this would be like $80. $50 for a USB-C camera. It's probably going to be plastic. I think it's going to be plastic. Oh, it's really small too. Look at that. It's really small. And like I said, you can key yourself out. You can remove the background, but it doesn't look like the performance is the best, so it looks a little choppy and pixelated. The Nintendo Switch 2 dock set is $109. It comes with the new dock, which has that fan and probably has some internals that are probably why it's so expensive. It has the charging brick, USB-C cable, and HDMI cable included, which is good. I mean, it's the bare essentials at that point. Then we have the Nintendo Switch 2 carrying case and screen protector. I didn't see that part. So this is like, in my opinion, just wait for third-party options. But yes, we're going to have an official carrying case. It seems to be hard shell. Well, I'm expecting it to be. It comes with a screen protector. I'm guessing it's going to be plastic and flimsy. And it says one, screen protector, not protectors. So don't count on that. There's a very high chance you're going to add that badly and you're going to need another one. And it's not the easiest thing to. I suck at installing screen protectors is what I'm trying to get at. Nintendo Switch 2 all-in-one carrying case, $80. I actually love the design. It looks really cool. But $80 is just a lot. Must be really nice materials, maybe, hopefully, right? It can hold Nintendo Switch 2 dock. Wait, hold on. Can I see it? Oh, no. Oh, okay, hold on. You can't. I think there is hope here. So you can hold, okay, it's small. So it's not a big case. That means it's going to hold the Switch without the Joy-Cons attached. The Joy-Cons go underneath. And then it seems we have another slot. I don't know what that's for. I think that's for the, is that for the charging brick? Possibly. But yeah, so it's going to have that little corner there so you can put either the charging brick or possibly 2 more Joy-Cons. Maybe take out the Pro controller, put more Joy-Cons in there. And yeah, the AC adapter is $30, which is a lot, unless I don't know what the specs look like, so I can't really, you know, I can't understand it without those specs. And the micro SD express cards, like I said. Let me show you guys the express card that I'm going to probably end up buying to review here. This is the Lexar 1 terabyte play card. I featured this, what was it, like 6 years ago, and they're back now, hopefully with a functional card, because the last thing you want is a card that doesn't work. So yeah, there it is. $200 for 1 terabyte. But yeah, it is micro SD XC express card. Gosh, expensive. Now there is some more info out. One thing that I just did, I did reserve Dbrand's Switch 2 kill switch, and I'll show you what that looks like right now. If you guys don't know Dbrand is, you know, notoriously known for their marketing, of course, but also they used to make skins for phones. Well, I mean, used to. That's what they do. They make phones, phone cases as well, and all these other cases. They came out with the kill switch, which was it the Switch? I can't remember. I think it was for the Steam Deck, but whatever. So the Switch 2 kill switch is launching in June 2025, and it's pretty much a really pretty case. You can reserve it now, which if you're thinking of getting one, which by the way, I have the Steam Deck version of their case, and it is incredible. It's really well made, very premium. It has like thumb caps and all this stuff, and this looks great. I mean, I think it's definitely going to be probably the one I everyday carry, so to speak. It's going to have this top shell with game storage. I mean, this is the one to beat right now. Like I said, in like 30 minutes, we're going to go see the Genki live stream, so we can watch that and see what they're going to release. I think it's going to be the CES stuff they announced previously. But let's see the features on here. So kill switch case. Yeah, so the case itself, you can still detach the Joy-Con. So that I actually love this. Back then, every case sort of it blocked in the Switch, so you can't remove anything. But now we have these, which, well, actually that happened before too, but yeah. But this one has the, let me reword this. This one is going to have detachable Joy-Con. So that means each Joy-Con has protection, and you can remove it for tabletop mode. They also have the ergonomic grip, which looks really nice. It looks very similar to Skull & Co. There's no pricing on the case yet. I don't think so. I'll double check. But you can reserve it. So I just reserved it. It's $3. But I would honestly expect it to be like, I don't know. I'd say like over $60. Over. In my head, I think I'm looking at $90 to $100. Which sounds crazy, but based on the pricing I'm seeing with the Switch 2 stuff right now, yeah, I don't think anything's going to be cheap. Now, it does have a dock adapter, and this is, I'm guessing, similar to what they did with the Steam Deck. And that makes it so with that chunky case, you can still access the dock. And it's probably like a little adapter that extends into that USB-C port. It's also kickstand compatible, but the travel cover, the travel cover, I thought that was a kickstand, but I guess it's like a clamp that goes behind the case. So when you travel with this case, you can put it on top and it'll protect everything, including the bumpers, I'm guessing. It looks like the shoulder buttons will be protected. And inside, it has a game holder. So right now, this is the accessory to beat. Like, I would say this is like top one right now. So that's really cool. I love how it looks through the shell there. It's transparent. And it has their stick grips. I've used their stick grips. They're very chunky, very big, very easy to use. I actually like them a lot. So yeah, if you guys want one, you can reserve it right now for $3. I'm guessing they're doing a reservation because they're probably thinking it may sell out, or there's probably a limit they can sell. So keep an eye out for that. Now, another thing Dbrand released recently was their April Fool's joke, which is Touchgrass. This is really funny. It's like a, what's that fake grass, like turf? And it's skins for all these devices. I got the one for the Steam Deck, so I can try that one out and showcase it on the channel here. But I wonder if they're going to do... Oh, they also have the Xbox console, which looks hilarious. I want to see if they're going to release it for the Switch too, because that'd be awesome. Let's see if they updated this at all. Uh-oh. Okay, let me check the official page. Sorry, I think it's not loading there for some reason. If they did, I will showcase that as well. Nintendo. No, it's only for the Nintendo Switch OLED and Pro controller. So no, sort of a bummer. But yeah, okay, so look, there's lots of news. Let me dig into some of these other ones. Apparently, the game compatibility list is out. So let's see what that looks like here. Let me show you guys right now. Yeah, David, I know the pricing for the case is crazy, but that's just me guessing, and I'm probably terrible at guessing, if anything. Okay, so this is the PDF of compatible games for the Switch 2. Oh, of compatible Nintendo Switch 1 games. Okay, so, oh, wait, I'm sorry. This is the Nintendo Switch games that start up on Nintendo Switch 2, but include some in-game compatibility issues list. That's what we're going to call it. So if you have these games and you're like, hey, I'm going to play them on the Switch 2, just expect either an update or that it just may not be compatible at all. I'm not seeing any. I guess maybe Alan Wake Remaster, but I didn't even know that was on there. Alan Wake is on there? I do love Alan Wake. If you haven't played it, highly suggest it. Probably not on the Switch 1. I'm guessing there's not going to be any first-party games unless they use the IR reader. So I'm not seeing anything that's like a deal breaker here. No! Overcooked All You Can Eat? That's one of my favorite party games. So issue being investigated. I'm guessing this is going to be updated. Street Fighter 30th Anniversary. That sucks. No. Does that include other Capcom titles like Marvel vs. Capcom 2? Let's see. Capcom Mega Man Legacy Collection has an issue. I mean, you know, it's not a huge list. I'll be honest. It's pretty small list. But this is the list of compatibility issue games. Now, there is another list, and this list is Nintendo Switch. Hold on, let me just show you first. So this is Nintendo Switch games with startup issues. Like this is an issue. So let's go just by big publishers, and let's see what we see here. Darksiders, Genesis, okay. Bethesda, Doom Eternal is on there. Felix the Cat. Oh, yeah. Okay, Fitness Boxing. This is a Nintendo one. So if you're going to try to be fit on the Switch 2, it's not going to happen, guys. Forget about it. You know what? Just throw exercise out the window. It's gone. Jurassic Park Classic Games Collection? I just got that thing. That sort of sucks. Dang it, that sucks. I hope this gets... By the way, it does say it's being investigated, so I don't know if that means it's going to be resolved or not. But, yeah, that sort of sucks. Nothing major here, though, if I'm being honest. Oddworld. Plants vs. Zombies Battle for Neighborville. Very old title, too. Also, I think they're going to release another Plants vs. Zombies game soon. Wouldn't be surprised if it's on the Switch, too. You'd be dumb not to release it on there. Okay, so Super Mega Baseball. I don't know what that is. Jackbox Party Games. Pack 1 and 2 has issues. And they don't detail the issues either. My Games. Let me see. Bethesda. Wolfenstein 2. This list is a little bigger. Yeah, I should have probably looked through the games, to be honest. But yeah, I mean, yeah, once again, nothing major. I think the big AAA games will be working just fine. And if not, they will be updated, I'd suspect. Okay, so that's the compatibility stuff. But now, so I showed you the memory cards that are available right now, which is you can get Lexar or SanDisk. I think the SanDisk are much, much more expensive. I'll do the math later on, but yeah, expect that to be the situation here. Let's check online to see what other news is leaked or been released. Cover arts have been released, which look pretty cool, but let me see, hold on. Let me get a website for you guys. Oh, okay, so this is great. I was going to make a video on this because one of the biggest things, the biggest videos I'm working on right now is a compatibility list of Nintendo Switch 1 accessories for the Switch 2. So in other words, if you don't need another controller, don't buy them. Instead of buying the new Joy-Cons, use your old ones because I'm guessing they will be compatible. So let's see here. Nintendo Switch and Nintendo Switch 2 accessory compatibility. Okay, so these are all compatible. Okay, so the Joy-Cons are compatible. Can be used by pairing wirelessly to Nintendo Switch 2. Cannot be attached to the Switch 2, clearly because of the new magnets. A Nintendo Switch console or compatible accessory, such as the Joy-Con charging grip or Joy-Con charging stand, is required for charging. Okay, interesting. Switch Pro controller is also compatible. Can be used by pairing wirelessly. Charged by connecting to the Nintendo Switch 2 dock. I mean, the charge is weird. You can just charge that how you normally used to. This is cool. The NES controllers for the Nintendo Switch Online can be used, as well. It makes sense. They're all Bluetooth controllers, but you can't attach them clearly because it's, magnets versus the old rail system. Same for the SNES and N64 controllers. You can use them in Bluetooth. They can't attach. They charge, the same way that they used to before. And same for the Sega Genesis. Now, as for what's not compatible, and some of these are pretty obvious, this is sort of a little surprising, I guess. The adjustable charging stand, one of my favorite little accessories, is not compatible. It's just a USB-C port at the bottom, and I'm guessing that has to do with the alignment of it. So that's not compatible. Of course, the original dock, the original Switch AC adapter. So that means that you're going to need a different AC adapter. And that goes into the whole world of, is the Switch 2 USB-C compliant or not? Because that means people are just going to plug whatever fits in that hole, as awkward as that sounds. That's what people do. And if it says that it's not compatible with the original Switch AC adapter, I'm guessing that means that you can't charge it at the full speed, or I don't know. I think it will charge your Switch too, but I think it means it cannot be used to power their dock for, moving that image to a TV. And the HDMI cable is also not compatible, which sort of gives us a hint of what type of HDMI they're using. And I'll get more info on that once the specs are released. Micro SD cards, of course, not compatible. Oh wait, hold on. This is okay. Some of them. Now we have some other compatible accessories. The Nintendo GameCube controller adapter is compatible. That's good. So if you want to use your old school GameCube controllers, you can. The Joy-Con strap, the Joy-Con grip, the charging grip, the Joy-Con wheel, leg strap. What? Hold on. Okay, so the other accessories I expected because they don't work with the new Joy-Cons. It makes sense. But they're saying that they're not compatible with the Joy-Con 2 controllers. So that means, yes, you can use these old accessories with your old Joy-Cons as long as you're using those Joy-Cons. They do not work with the Switch 2 Joy-Cons. And that also goes for the Ring Fit stuff, because I was looking at the Ring Fit and I was like, oh no. Yeah, you can use it. So don't worry, you can still use your Ring Fit. I probably am a few months behind, but it's a great time to catch up. And then we have a charging stand and a AA battery pack pair thing. So that is, makes sense too, I guess, because they're different, they use the old Joy-Cons. Nothing very exciting here, sorry. All right, let's see what's next. Oh, Okay, so another release is from Satisfye. If you don't know who Satisfye is, they make what, in my opinion, is one of the best full-sized Switch grips. So back when the original Switch was released, the offset of the right analog stick was really difficult to sort of hold correctly, and the ergonomics, they just feel weird and they're not that comfortable. So back then, Satisfye released their grip, which sort of offset the grip a little bit, so your fingers align correctly with the analog stick, so they rest on there without a lot of like stress. Because normally what happens is on the right Joy-Con, your fingers are not at the right height to touch both the buttons and the analog stick, so it's a little odd. But yeah, so now they do have the ZenGrip 2 that you can pre-order, and it's going to be for the Switch 2. They have, let me see, is it just one version of it? Yes, it is. Pretty similar to their, this is the most recent version of them, of their grips. It's called ZenGrip. I think I featured them in the last few hauled episodes. I love them. They're great. So if you do want a full size grip for your Switch 2, these are probably the ones to get. They're not, I know you want to compare them to the Dbrand ones because I just mentioned that they're releasing their case as well, but these are, these expand outward, which makes for a much more ergonomic, comfortable hold. They're comfortable to hold. Let's just say that. So that's good. We're going to get our hands on this and feature that soon. Let's see what else is out here. Yeah, if you're on Twitter, which I would not suggest you be on Twitter, but or X or whatever, it's going to get pretty crazy on there right now. So let me see. Let's see who else I can find that's making stuff for it. Oh, we do have some cartridge information, so let's see on there. Nothing from Hori, surprisingly. Let me see. Hold on. I checked them earlier. Hori, nothing. Yeah, Hori is very big on the PlayStation side of things right now. But anyways, I got a new link for us here, guys. Let's see. Okay, so this is the Nintendo Switch 2 Game Key card overview. Game key cards are different from regular game cards because they don't contain the full game data. Instead, the game key card is your key to downloading the full game to your system via the internet. Okay, so this is already pretty bad. I'm sorry, Lord Sakai, let me see. Okay, yeah, so that you're getting the Switch 2 on August 13th or 14th. That's probably the best time to do it because, as a heads up, if you're thinking of buying on release, that's when you're going to spend the most money. But of course, it's like what you get for wanting to do it that fast. Wanting to get it that fast. But I wouldn't be surprised if there's probably additional bundles in Christmas because the holidays go crazy with these consoles. So I probably would expect something in the holidays. I'm not sure. I really don't know. It's all over the place right now. Like I said, there's like tariffs apparently. I haven't been watching the news. But if that's the case, maybe that will affect any kind of new bundles in the holiday season. But yes, so let's go back to this. So at the moment, you can get Switch games that have like a percentage of the game on the cartridge. So not the full game is on the cart. So that means you have to download the rest from the eShop. And those are the games I recommend never buying. Why? Because if you're buying a physical game, the reason for it is because whether you're offline, online, you have an account or not, you can put in the game and play what's on that cartridge, right? But if you have to download it, that means you, one, need an internet connection, you need the account to access that, and it's a whole thing, right? It's a whole, it's just problematic. So that is sadly not going away. You would think that these new cartridges would be at a higher capacity by default, so developers can just fit the whole game on there. But now it seems we're going to have these game key cards, which is pretty much like a QR code that just scan to download the full game. I don't understand it. Okay, let's see how it works though. Insert the game key card into the system. The game itself isn't included on the game key card, so you'll have to download it before you can play. This is not good. Okay, so I'll explain this in a bit. When you insert the game key card, further instructions will be displayed on the home menu. Please follow the instructions to download the game. I don't understand this at all. Please note to download the game, you must have enough free space in your Nintendo Switch 2 system, memory or micro SD express card. The amount of free space required is indicated on the game key card packaging. I hate the terminology here. I don't know why I'm looking over there this whole time too. I have the screen right here in front of me. Okay, so just so you know what this means. In order for, I'm guessing if I'm getting this right, they're going to sell these little cartridges that have nothing on them. Is that it? Yeah. So game key cards are different from regular game cards because they don't contain the full game data. So it says not the full game data. So I'm guessing it might be just like, I'm guessing it might be just like what we saw before, where you'll have a game that says, you know, the full game isn't on here, you're going to have to download it. And it says, instead, the game card is your key to downloading the full game to your system via the internet. Now, I don't know if this means that you're getting a digital copy along with like a physical piece of art. Because if that's the case, that's fine. I don't think that's as bad as buying a physical game, not having the full thing, and requiring the game card every single time to play that digital game. Does that make sense? I hate that. So I'm guessing this is probably their workaround. They're probably telling developers, hey, no one wants to buy your physical games because they require a big download. And by the way, this is also Nintendo's fault. Nintendo charges different pricing, I'm pretty sure, for the capacity of your cartridge, of the cartridge that a developer wants to use. So normally developers try to keep their games in really small sizes so they can pay for the least amount, the smallest cartridge size, right? But if they want to avoid that, what they can do is say, hey, look, we'll sell physical games, but we're just going to put what fits in the smallest capacity cartridge. It's a way for them to, you know, make more money and screw people out of an actual physical game. And then that's how that whole situation happened. So now what we're seeing here is pretty much like, hey, look, you want this game? Let's say, here's one. So let's say you want to buy a Nintendo Switch 2 game because you like the fancy cover art and you like to, you know, collect these. Well, now you can have this and you're going to have a little piece of plastic, which is pretty much just a digital copy of a game. So in other words, instead of just buying a digital game, you can buy a digital game plus a cartridge to collect, I guess. It's really weird if that's correct. That's really weird. I can see collectors probably going for that, but this is probably what the digital future looks like, because physical media is still on the way out, and once it's out, it's probably going to look like this. So if you want a collector's edition, buy this. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll look into it. But interesting. All right, let's see what else I can find on here, guys. There's some games I didn't cover. Some games I wanted to talk more about. Okay, so there is a plan apparently for Nintendo to combat scalpers. Okay, so let me get that info pulled up for you guys real quick. GameStop has also shown that pre-orders are on April 9th at GameStop. Was that the date you guys gave me? I'm not 100% sure. Nintendo of Europe actually posted Silk Song on there. That's releasing this year. No date, though. As a heads up, for when it comes to this, I don't know if you need to have it. Hold on, let me read. I have to read with my eyes. Oh, never mind, guys. I thought that what they were doing is fixing the issue that we had with how, you know, like you needed to download the rest of a game from a cartridge or whatever. But no, you still need the cartridge installed. I thought it was like, hey, it's like a digital game. You get the license and then you have, you know, just this physical little cartridge to collect or something. No, no, no. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. That cartridge is your key. That means, you know, like your CD key. So yeah, you're still gonna. It's the same thing. Why are they giving some different terminology to this? Yeah, Lord Sakai. Yeah, I don't. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's fine either way because I'm sure we're probably gonna. I think this may be the Nintendo release that almost everyone who wants one is gonna get one. And I say that because one, the pricing is high. If I wasn't in this realm, I don't think I'd want it, to be honest. And I'm saying that as someone who has a massive backlog of Nintendo Switch games that I can still play on my OLED and on the TV or whatever just fine. So yes, I'm excited about it, but I mean, dude, if you don't have the money for this, don't go into debt for this, guys. Like, please just play your old games, and as things settle down, you know, buy as you can, because I just, you know, it's dangerous to just start buying things that you can't afford, and then you realize, oh, it costs $500, but now I need an SD card, and now, oh, I'm going to break the screen. I need a screen protector. I need a case. I need that. By the time you're done with it, you're going to be looking at like $1,000 investment, and that's just with one game. So I guess that's the parent side of me leaking out a little bit here. But yeah. Okay, so now this is a tweet. Can I just post a tweet on here? Will it show it? Let me see, because Twitter on here is weird. Okay, so this is Tom Warren. Nintendo has a plan to challenge Switch 2 scalpers. It's limiting its own pre-orders to Switch 1 owners that have an active Switch Online membership and have spent a certain amount of time playing purchased, paid Nintendo Switch games, prioritizing those with more playtime. I'm pretty positive we've seen PlayStation do this. If that's the case, this is awesome. But that only has to do with those who order through Nintendo, right? Otherwise, how does that work in other stores? So I'm guessing that's what it is. But oh, actually, yes. Someone mentioned in the comment there. I don't think you can see it. Of course, I hate X. But someone said Sony should have done this with the 30th anniversary console, which I agree. That should have happened. So yeah, so I'm glad to see this, though. That's a huge plus. There's a lot more going on here. Let me see what I can find. Wait, apparently the Nintendo Switch 2 is region locked to Japan accounts. Okay, that's just one thing I saw, but I'm not 100% sure on that yet. I'm going to probably log into Twitter here so I can just show you guys what I'm seeing too. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, there's a lot of info here. Let me check on Feedly, which is, I think you guys have probably seen all the articles at this point. So let me see. I made an AI RSS feed that is constantly looking for Nintendo Switch accessories. So let's see what it found. So we have a compatibilities list. Oh, you know, my mouth is so dry. By the way, the reason I'm live, for those who don't know, Genki is about to go live in 10 minutes to announce their accessories for the Switch 2. They're sort of doing like a Nintendo Direct thing, so I wanted to hang out for that reason. And also, this is pretty much what I'd be doing if I'm off camera. So yeah, the pricing. You guys mentioned the pricing on here, but I'll just get an additional source from the website itself. It's from a press release. That's weird, man. And also, that's not a good sign. But, you know, technically they did do this with the Switch at launch. I don't think they announced the price, right? I don't think Nintendo does that. I can't remember. I'd have to look at it. Well, I don't want to read through an entire article here, so I'm going to have to use AI summary. I think that's it. I think that's all the info we have right now. I'm not seeing much else. Oh, okay, this is actually really big. Apparently there are some free upgrades. Let me show you on the screen right now. Okay, so these are free updates for select Nintendo Switch games. So you can't read it, it's blacked out for some reason. Free updates to improve playability on the Nintendo Switch 2 system will be released for select Nintendo Switch games. By connecting your Nintendo Switch 2 to the internet, you can download free updates that may improve performance or add support for features such as game share in select games. The contents of these free updates will differ depending on the game. Okay, this is great. That was one of my biggest fears going in, is that wait, can I not play Mario Odyssey on here without without updating it for the Switch 2? So even though it's compatible, that means that they can add additional features, possibly enhance performance. That'd be great. I would love to buy an upgrade pack instead of Mario Odyssey Remastered on the next gen. So let's hope they go down that route. And I'm guessing that's just going to be account-wide. So in other words, if you have a physical cartridge like I do for most of my games, when you buy an upgrade pack, that's associated with your Nintendo account. So not the cartridge itself. So if you sell the cartridge or whatever, you give it to someone, they will not have those upgrades because cartridges are read-only. But that's just the way it goes, right? But the games on here, ARMS, Captain Toad, Mario Odyssey, Mario 3D World, Clubhouse Games, Zelda, 2 Zeldas, the new Zeldas, forgot their names. Started reading around. Garage. That's a weird one. That's it? 9 games? That's a little... It's a small list. A deal for those interested, up to 100... GameStop has up to 175 trade-in for Switch 1 towards Switch 2. I don't really know if that's worth it. I don't know if GameStop trade-ins are that good anymore. Or actually, were they ever? Okay, so now we do have some info on how the UI looks on the Switch. We talked about it, chat, we talked about it just now. Well, a little bit ago, I guess. Okay, let's see. About Nintendo Switch 2 Edition games. Dude, why is it doing this? Why is it doing this weird white? It's like keying out the black stuff. The Nintendo Switch 2 Edition of a game is a bundle that includes original game and its upgraded pack, which enhances the game to take advantage. Okay, yeah. So this is, in other words, if you want to buy these old games that are upgraded, you can buy them together without having to buy one and then buying the pack. So they just come together. So that's good. It includes Breath of the Wild, which I'm actually very excited for. I think I might replay that. I love Breath of the Wild. If you haven't played Tears of the Kingdom, this is the way to do it. Kirby, Pokemon Legends, buy it for the 2. Same for Metroid Prime 4. But I do like that they are available for the Switch 1. Is there a UI look here? Oh, okay. So here's a look at how the UI looks. It's very small. It's pretty much the same, but it has this kind of new little highlight on when you select something, like a little circular highlight there. It's pretty much the same at that point. Outside of that. Okay, well, nothing major there. I'm guessing we may get additional info because it seems Nintendo is reaching out to press and influencers. So you might get some new info on YouTube here. Oh, there's a micro SD card support page up on their site now. Let's see if it'll load. Micro SD card. It's just so you know, you end up buying the right one. Yeah, it's just look for the EX or XC. Okay. Oh, so it is compatible with the original Switch. Interesting. I did not know that. Okay, well, that's cool. So you can technically buy one now. If you don't have one, use it with your current Switch and then move it over. Let me see if they have any new info on their support site here. Also, we have, let me just load the video as well for Genki. Like I said, they have a Nintendo Direct style video coming soon, actually in like 8 minutes. So let's see what that looks like. Oh, okay, so actually it's Genki reporting on this. Let me show you the link so you can read it for yourself here. Okay, so Switch 2 in Japan will have 2 different versions. A Japanese language only version for $334 and a multi-language system for $467. That's weird. That's like it's like when you buy a phone, you can buy it unlocked for much more, but it makes no sense because I'm guessing that it's not region locked to games, is it? So that's a weird one. I don't know how that works. You can't see the comment here, but the Japanese language system, Japan only, is designed for use in Japan only. So it is region locked? I don't know. Only Japan is available as the system language, and only Japanese, sorry. And only Nintendo accounts with the country region set to Japan can be linked to this system. That's really weird. That's really weird. Oh, but I guess that's probably to prevent resellers as well, right? If it's locked to Japan, you know, people outside of the country won't be able to make much use of those consoles. Okay, let's see. And we are 5 minutes away from that. Let me put the video up too. I just forgot to. And after that, I'm calling it quits. I'm going to put some videos together. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to post a community post as well. So if you guys have anything you want me to tackle on there, let me know. Because, yeah, I know everyone's going to be tackling this. Everyone's talking about every tiny little detail. But I just want to make sure that I have a catalog of information available. If not for everyone, myself. I'm also going to do a podcast tonight, guys. So I'll link that in the community post as well, if you want to hear me talk to a bunch of other people about how I was right about the pricing for the Switch, because you gotta let them know. You gotta let them know. Okay, let me see here. Okay, so 4 minutes. Let me load it up so you guys can get it as soon as it's live. And let's see how many people are in here. Okay, like I said, they did share some stuff in CES previously. Sort of what you expect to see. That's me down there. Okay. And let me see if I can pull that up. Their booth includes what? Nothing. Actually, this is how the Nintendo Switch leak happened. It was through the CES. I was very nice. I didn't say anything. I'm a very nice person sometimes. But yeah, I think they showed a charging grip or something like that. I can't find it for some reason. Nothing there. Oh, it's a charging stand? It's a... Okay, so it's a charging stand for 2 sets of Joy-Cons. So it looks pretty cool. Very slick, very Genki. I don't know if they're going to announce anything new. I hope so, because that's sort of why I want to... That's what I want to get from them. So let's see. 3 minutes, and let me see. Let me check chat. Sorry, guys. I don't currently have a Switch, so I'm saying for the Switch 2, but I gave myself an extra 5 months. Yeah, dude, that's a smart play. I will say right now, everyone wants the new thing, and that's fine. But like, dude, we're talking like hundreds of dollars, and unless you're playing the new stuff day one, like if you're like me, I like to play the new stuff and then jump into the backlog and catch up with that, because it's getting real dire back there. So if you're thinking of doing that, dude, I guarantee you have probably years worth of games on the Switch. So unless you're in a situation where you need to have it right now, or that's what your thing is, I don't know. I mean, I think it's worth waiting too. But I will say, dude, the pricing for Mario Kart is insane. I mean, it's a racing game. Even Forza Horizon, like, how much was Forza Horizon 5? Was it 70? Let me see. I mean, you can get... Well, hold on. Let me see. I need to double check because I feel like I'm a little crazy here. Okay, so you get Forza Horizon 5 for $50. And I'll tell you right now, it is... Forza Horizon 5 is a much bigger game than Mario Kart World. I'm saying that just because I've played through it. It's a big game. I don't understand how you can make a bigger version for the Switch in Mario Kart. I don't see that happening. So I'm guessing this is like an IP thing. Like, hey, dude, it's Mario Kart though, right? And so that's why it's 20. Wait, how? It's 50. It's $30 more. I'm struggling here, guys. I'm really struggling. Okay, let me see. Okay, Matthew, those game cards you were talking about, is that for all games or only select few? Actually, I don't know, but I think what happens too is that every developer, publisher gets to choose. Do you want to go digital only or physical? I'm not sure how physical sales look, to be honest. I know there's a very big community for physical games. As to how big, I don't know if it's financially viable for every company to release physical games. That's why we have, like, you know, limited run games, you know, those kind of little, what are they, like sellers, or I don't know what you would call those kind of companies that release indie games or games that don't have a publisher. They can help them make physical copies or limited edition copies of their games. But I don't know if it's for all games. I know for sure Nintendo has to release all their games physically just because they're the ones pushing for it. Okay, here. So we're live. Are we live? Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm excited. Let me turn this off for you here. Akira! Yeah, full transparency, I am a big fan of just about every brand I've mentioned. So Dbrand, Satisfye, Genki, I love these guys. They're stuff that I think, they make stuff that I think is worth the price and really enhances those experiences. Wow, I love these countdown screens. Is this a YouTube countdown screen, by the way? I think it is, right? Because it's just so insanely over the top. Okay, there's the case. Attack Vector. Okay, I love the name. That's the name. Ooh. No way, is that a Magna attachment in the back? Ooh, that's pretty. That's pretty. Here we go. Oh, genius. Ooh, felt case. Oh, wool. Whoa, this is another case. Very cool. Ooh, dude, that purple. Okay, okay. Very cool. Dang, that looks awesome. Oh, easy install. This is the winner. Guys, this is the winner. Wow. Dedicated video right there. Come on. Awesome. Okay, that is incredible. I am very excited about that. Dang. Hold on, let me see that again. That looks awesome. Let me see the... Okay, hold on. Okay, so the first one has a front cover, and it has swappable grips with a texture on them. And then it's dockable, which is huge. Battery pack, which looks beautiful. They make a battery pack look awesome. You can attach it to the back magnetically, which is great. Love that. One of the most just so you know, the logistics, okay, the data. One of the most popular clicks we've got on the channel was for a battery pack that attaches to the back of the Switch. I was blown away by how popular that was. And you can get a battery pack. Everyone has one already, but just being able to attach to the console easily was a big deal for people. So when I see that, I'm like, dude, this is gonna be big. Now, oh, this is their force field case. So they released one previously, and that case is specifically meant to work with this. Well, that carrying case is meant to work with this case. Flip hinge, very smart. Those guys at Genki, man, they use this stuff up there, whatever that is. They use it for the game storage slot. Mimic chest. Now, that's the Joy-Cons, the Joy Station they had at CES. Super simple, looks great. Oh, and it works with their fancy-dancy, cool-looking charger, is it? Charger grip. Now, this is huge for me. If you guys have seen the channel at all, you know I absolutely hate installing a screen protector. It's one of the things I dislike doing the most. They're finally going the route, which is, I don't know who started it, but for the longest time I've seen TikTok videos of people installing a screen protector in the easiest way possible. Slap it, slide it out, you're done. That is how it should be from here on out. And that's what this is, and I absolutely love it. Tempered glass, genius. Looks great. Let's check out the site, guys. Apparently it is ready to go. Let's see. First, let's finish up here real quick. Okay, Glitch 2. Let's check out the site. Okay. Is it up yet? Oh, by the way, guys, we are going to feature the save point and the Saya carry again on the next Switch. Oh gosh, I have so many freaking consoles here. On the next Steam Hauled episode, we're featuring the Saya carry and the save point, and I think another accessory. I think the turbocharger. I can't remember. So keep an eye out for that, because some of that stuff is compatible with the Switch 2. The Saya carry, as a heads up, I do believe is compatible, and it's currently my favorite EDC bag for gaming consoles. So if you're looking for a bag, that's a good one. Wait, did they put a site somewhere, or did I miss it, or what? Okay, let me see here. No, it's not up yet. That's why. So they start today. So once that's up, I'll post on the community tab here or on Twitter. But you know, I'm nowhere near as important as these other people who will share it and actually get views on that stuff. So, all right, guys, I think that sort of covers everything. Let me just give one quick look over on X here. A quick look to see if I missed anything. Yeah, okay, so yeah, one thing that Nintendo just posted, well, no, 2 hours ago. Explore the new system through tech demos, mini games, and quizzes with Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. And they specifically mention a paid downloadable launch title for the Nintendo Switch 2. That weird, quirky looking game, it's in the style of like what's their board game looking one, is a paid game. They can't even give you a free tour game like the PlayStation 5. The PlayStation 5 did with Astrobot. So that's really weird, really weird. And once again, like I said, I know I'm sort of being a bit negative about things here, but do not mistake that don't make a mistake of it. I'm very excited about the console. There's just a lot going on, and I want to be honest about how I feel about some of this stuff. So I think that's everything, guys. I don't see anything else new here. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Let me just check chat real quick. David, if it's dockable and the Switch dock has a fan to keep the Switch 2 cool, is the case inhibiting that from happening? That's a great question. That's actually what I'm going to look at once I get my hands on it. Normally what happens with all these cases, the biggest hurdle they had back then was that they would cover the vents, you know, like some third party, like really cheap ones. But guaranteed, I mean, the guys know what they're doing over there. They're the ones who, by the way, if you don't know who Genki is, Genki are the guys who figured out the USB-C problem on the Switch. They did an entire report on the thing. Their guys tackle that problem really well, and that's why I trust most of their stuff when it's dock related. But yeah, so I'm hoping that means that they're gonna have vents that can take advantage of the fan on the Switch 2 dock. But yeah, so guys, thanks so much for watching. I appreciate you sticking around this long. I'm very tired. I need caffeine or something to kick in because I'm falling asleep here. But I have a ton of Switch 2 content in the works. I'll see you soon. There's a lot coming. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you for the next box. There wasn't one here, but you know what I'm saying.